Welcome to the club.
My club are mental, aren't they?
21 is coming.
You're chatting gas. Embarrassing.
Off, ref!
Most toxic fan base in the world are Arsenal.
Liverpool, the worst champions ever.
Yes, what's happening, everyone? Welcome to the club. This is about as big as it gets. There's so much at stake, so much jeopardy. Liverpool have already won this weekend, and it's the Manchester derby. It's Buvey versus Adam McKola. Who's going to come out on top? Buvey, you've got to be feeling confident here.
Yeah, of course. Unbeaten in 18. But
Adam, you've got to be feeling incredibly...
I think the big thing for United... Look, United can always beat us if they're rubbish, and we can beat United when we were rubbish back in the day. But the big thing for Man United is without Haaland. It's a huge miss without a kind of leader up front. I don't know how they can get up the pitch in this game.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Adam, if it goes well for you today, aside from like individual brilliance, aside from something that's completely unpredictable, Bruno Fernandes doing something dazzling, Marcus Rashford doing something dazzling, is there like a strategy? Is there a way that you can actually beat Manchester City today? Because I can't see it.
I think every time we've done it previously, like Oli was really good for going and doing it at the Etihad, for example. I think he won 2 or 3 times he won there. We'd always like kind of soak up the pressure and hit him on the counter-attack. So if you're thinking it from that perspective, then Casemiro has to have a good game today because he sits in front of them. I felt against, in the last game we played, Casemiro, Bruno just weren't there.
Yeah.
And when that happens, then
That's the Fulham game you're talking about.
Yeah, you're relying on Kobbie Mainoo to then step up and protect the back line, and that's not always going to happen. So we need to protect the back line for sure, especially when you've got... The team at the moment looks like it's Lindelof on the left, Johnny Evans, Varane and Delot.
That sounds so average, man.
It's crazy.
That sounds so average.
Varane and Evans was the centre-back partnership that Fergie wanted once upon a time.
God, do you know what? As well? do you know every time I hear Manchester United...
Varane's been good, though.
When I hear you mention Lindelof, that just... You know, occasionally a player lingers at a club and they're there. It feels like a decade ago he wasn't the right man.
I think because the price of him was... He was like just under 30 million, wasn't he? So I don't think people look at it as madly and go, you know, wow. Actually... Don't worry. There's a few gremlins in the back. He just got to the buttons. So every time the price, I think, helps him. People don't talk about it because of the price. But also, he's playing at left back. When he plays centre back, I think he's a half decent.
What do you mean the price? He costs 40
because it's 30 million. People don't go, oh my God,
40?
it cost... No, he never cost 40 mil. People don't go, oh my God, it cost 50 million.
Do
you know what I mean? He's not labelled with...
At
a time, it felt like a lot of money.
When I cast my mind back to like iconic Manchester United defeats, I think it was the time when Liverpool...
Jesus.
No. When do you know what it is? The game I think that I'm thinking of is when Liverpool scored 5 against you. My like overriding memory of that was Lindelof. Lindelof just like all over the place. Lindelof struggling. That's 5 years ago. And he's still there. Like,
yeah.
How's he still there? 5 years ago,
you and Johnny Evans, 6-1. He was in the 6-1.
No, Johnny Evans.
Balotelli's ripping his shirt off. I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was doing my GCSEs.
No, but do you know what, Booth? With Johnny Evans, it's a little bit different because he's kind of come back as a stopgap.
And he's like a 5th choice.
Yeah, he's come back.
He's been decent, by the way.
With Lindelof hasn't even gone. He's 5 years ago, you and I could have sat down, had a conversation about how Manchester United improve, and your legitimate suggestion could have been they need to get rid of Victor Lindelof. 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And today we're talking about him as a starter. The turnover.
I think he's also got away with it as well because there's been so many failures in the market. And Lindelof's he's not been so bad where you go, Jesus Christ, I need to get rid of him. But like, there's been other players like Eric Bailly had his injury problems, could never play, was made a Weetabix. You've got to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Like Harry Maguire.
You've been focusing on everyone else.
On all these other different players that you need to get rid of.
Yeah, he just goes under the radar.
He also
basically
shows
not
you how
being the
bad our
worst
recruitment's been.
Basically not being the worst. He's not trying to be the best centre half at the club. He's just trying to be not the worst, and therefore he keeps his job.
I'm probably guilty for it though, because if we did it if we went through United's team list now, I'd probably go keep Lindelof. Do you know what I mean? And so maybe I'm guilty for it.
But you probably go keep Lindelof because
we're not going to get
5 other players that you want gone though.
Yeah, but also because we're not going to sign 4 centre backs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah. I know. Is there a world? Are you confident? Maybe not confident, but do you think you can surprise City?
Well, what has made me confident? I'll bring it to Super 6, seeing as we're sponsored by Super 6. I've got 5 correct, not scorelines, results.
Oh right, I was about to say he's on for it.
That's amazing.
I've got 5 correct results this week, and I've predicted a Man United win. So if I'm on for the Super 6 correct 6
Mate,
result,
you might be getting £100 to spend at Classic Football Shows.
I think I need a lot more than that to go right. But I have put a 1-0 Man United win in my Super 6. Popular scores.
1-0.
Though, all the popular scores, the top 5 popular scores are City wins.
I think the idea that Manchester United keep a clean sheet today is wild. Is what like however Manchester United do win. If we want to discuss weird situations and scenarios where Manchester United win this game, we can do that. And there is a world where we can make it almost sound palatable and a reality. None of them include Man United keeping a clean sheet.
No, and City looks scary against Luton Town. I know it's Luton Town. I know it's the FA Cup. Yeah. It's a hard place to go, but the De Bruyne-Haaland connection, I don't know if you saw the goals, lads, but wow. Haaland looks lean.
I've just seen the goals.
Do you know the one that I thought was brilliant? And De Bruyne got a lot of the credit. De Bruyne got a lot of the credit. He squares it to Haaland. Haaland has an open goal. But it was the ball before. I think Kyle Walker. Is it Kyle Walker plays an outsider? No, just not an outside of the foot ball through from the right hand side. De Bruyne runs on, squares it. Haaland knocks it into basically an empty net.
Yeah.
And everyone went, this Haaland link up with De Bruyne is insane. And that might be true. But this is the moment to talk about that right back's assist. You know what I mean? Like 3 assists.
Yeah, the connection's incredible. I think already it's like the 4th most assisted player that De Bruyne's ever had in his career, Erling Haaland. He's been playing with him for 18 months.
Is it really?
Surreal.
He does miss him when he's not there in it, Haaland.
Of course.
Making those runs. Because he always seems to be doing this movement, like just on the
little jinky
edge of
movement.
someone's shoulder.
Yeah. And do you know the move? Do you know the move that you've seen Erling Haaland use so effectively? The amount of times where Kevin De Bruyne will pick up the ball on that kind of inside right channel, right foot cross, curling away from the keeper, and Erling Haaland will come in with his left foot and almost volley it in.
Sterling used to benefit off that.
Yeah, that right foot,
being there, just arriving on
right
Jesus
foot,
loved it as well.
that whipped cross from De Bruyne. Haaland comes in. As soon as that isn't there, and obviously Phil Foden, if he's deputising, isn't right-footed, it does. It's not that there isn't other options, but I feel like Erling Haaland, when the ball's coming that way onto his left foot, is so lethal that.
And he's getting to the point in every Haaland season where he's scored 50 goals of basically a season for the last 3 or 4 years. It always starts off slow, and it started off later this season because of a few niggles, and then it goes to like he averages 2 or 3 a game for like a 3 or 4 week.
How long has he missed and he's still top goal scorer?
He must have missed about 5 weeks on and off.
Ollie Watkins, who's been in incredible form, again continued yesterday.
Yeah, he scored
against Luton. Like he should have had such mad form, and he still can't catch.
Because as good as he is, Ollie Watkins, he isn't good enough. Like he isn't good enough to be the player.
He missed a couple, didn't he, yesterday? How you think?
Yeah, I rate him quite highly. But you know when people talk about him as maybe the answer to Manchester United or the answer to England at various points, he isn't that. He's a very, very good Premier League player, but he isn't anything beyond that. Do you know where I?
Nothing wrong with that as well.
No,
it's not a criticism.
That's a huge compliment.
Yakubu was like that. Yakubu was fantastic.
Huge compliment.
You always bring up
Why
Yakubu.
do you want to talk about Yakubu?
He's a solid Premier League striker.
He brings up Yakubu all the time.
Gabriel Jesus? No, Nunez.
I called him Yakubu.
And then look what happened. Yeah. You've said it about him now.
No, but you're not trying to say a decent, solid bread and butter striker. That's what Ollie Watkins is. He's bread and butter.
I agree.
He's bread and margarine.
And it's a fantastic compliment. He is an established, excellent Premier League.
There's not
footballer.
many of them about.
In the way that he will undoubtedly have a career.
No, not Dion Dublin. He's better than Dion Dublin.
Yeah, he's better.
Dion Dublin
is better than Dion.
I think Dion Dublin will have a better career.
Dion Dublin was good in there, but there's also a reason why he kept getting pushed back. And
he had major injuries.
Yeah, but you know,
Dion Dublin's a good. I mean, I never felt that on this stream.
You put in that weird name,
Kevin Davies.
Yeah, it's better than Kevin.
Yeah, I think there's a comparison to. I think both of
Buvey's
Buvey's suggestions are not
Kevin
bad.
Phillips closer.
Kevin Phillips is better.
No, but Kevin Phillips had that one.
Goals.
This is mental. I'm going to move this on because there's so much to talk about. There's so much going on in the Premier League. There's so much going on today that whether Ollie Watkins is a better player than Dion Dublin is neither here nor there. But there is a huge game going on, Manchester derby. But do you know what? To put this game in context, do you know where I want to steer this conversation? I want to steer it towards what's going on at Liverpool. Liverpool winning in the last minute like that.
Depress me?
I'm not trying to depress you, but I do. I'm happy if that's a byproduct of what I'm doing. But what I actually want to do is kind of talk about this game. The magnificence around this occasion is huge anye. But it's even bigger because of that last minute win. A 99th minute winner from Darwin Nunez.
Goal by Nunez, by the way.
What ball from McKola? Do you know who I felt so sorry for? Callum Hudson-Odoi. He did everything right that game. He was brilliant. No,
Except-
mate, I swear to you.
I thought you were going to.
No, sorry, no, but
Am
I
I
swear.
screwed
for the
if I
clearance.
say?
No,
I'm gonna back
if I
him.
say Forrest should have
He
had
did
the
have a
ball
good
back.
game.
I'm gonna
He
back
missed
him.
a chance. He did miss a big chance in the 80th minute, I think it was, where he took it near post.
I thought that front four of Forest, right, was all so good. Elanga,
Awoniyi.
Origi, Awoniyi, and Hudson-Odoi. I thought they were brilliant.
Yeah.
And Morgan Gibbs-White as well.
He was fantastic, yeah.
Right? Hudson-Odoi just made one error. He tried to dribble out of his
Elanga
own.
missed a lot of chances.
Elanga
as
missed a
well.
lot. But so did Origi early.
Awoniyi missed a couple as well.
They had loads of chances.
Yeah. They
But
should have
then-
won the
but
game,
then,
arguably.
do you know what? To acknowledge it for Liverpool, how didn't Robertson score, man?
Yeah, on his left foot, you mean, first time. Yeah.
I
He
didn't
should
think he
have
had a
scored
good. He had to score that. But anyway, Hudson-Odoi tries to dribble it out. McAllister, brilliant tackle. That cross, you know, if somebody played that cross that was perceived as being a more glamorous footballer than Alexis McAllister.
De Bruyne.
Say De Bruyne,
De Bruyne, yeah.
Foden.
Yeah.
That is,
Well, De Bruyne plays them all the time.
he
That's
does,
why.
Yeah.
he does. But it was a good
The
cross.
Yeah,
weight
no, it
of
was
the
a
pass.
fantastic-
And I tell
And
you
I
what,
thought the
that
movement
delicate
of
little header.
Nunez because he went beyond the ball, so then he had to kind of arch.
But he missed
head
one.
back.
He missed one 5 minutes before that. He completely ducked out of it. He was worried about the keeper. He completely chickened out, and then 5 minutes later, he scores the exact same goal.
With
Really
that,
interesting.
with that victory, how does that mean you have to win today?
Yeah, that's the genius.
But
of
you would have
Jurgen
taken a
Klopp.
point. You would have
He's-
taken a point
you
under
have to
normal
win today.
circumstances.
You know when we criticised Arsenal last season, where they didn't take opportunities against, the likes of West Ham and Southampton and all that. The genius of Jurgen Klopp is he just gets by every single result because the pressure now is in a position where he can put pressure on City at Anfield. He controls the narrative. That's the beauty of Jurgen Klopp. There's an argument. A 0-0 at Nottingham Forest is a decent result for Liverpool based on the FA Cup. They had to play
I
an
don't
FA
think
Cup
it
game
was.
2
I don't
games
think it
after.
was.
Yeah, but
I've seen the reaction to some
relatively.
Liverpool fans in real time on like Twitter and stuff, and they were worried about that being a 0-0 result. And I
It
know
wouldn't have
kind
been
of
good,
fans,
but you could defend a 0-0 based on the League Cup final,
No.
based on Bobby Clark starting in midfield, based
No.
on
No.
all the
Mate, we
injuries.
just beat
No.
Forest.
Yeah, they're not very good.
No,
they're not
but
very
you know what I
good.
mean?
Boogie,
Forest
Boogie,
were bad
do you
as
know?
well.
Do you know
Yeah, I know,
what?
but
I don't think you can. As much as
And we were
context,
bad.
context
Yeah, yeah.
is huge, right? The depleted. This is why the victory for Liverpool is so big.
It's massive.
The
I hate it.
depleted team. The fact that they also. Do you know what? I said this on a review that I did on my channel. In 6 days, they've won a game in the 129th minute and then the 99th minute. They've won a cup in the 129th minute and then they've won a
And
league game.
Southampton gets underrated
And then they
because
beat
Southampton are
in
good,
the-
a very
and then
good
they've won
championship side.
Three competitions, 3 different competitions, all victories. They got Prague coming up, another competition,
They'll win
another
that.
thing to think about. So there's
They could
so
win
much.
from now to the end of the season. They could win every single game.
But I do agree with Adam Booth. They did need to win yesterday, not because of anything in terms of what they're building, what they're doing. You know, the relentlessness wouldn't change. A point away at Forest in the circumstance under normal circumstances is okay.
But it probably is a big
But
deflator.
do you know the win? What would have happened if they didn't win? Is that potentially they go into next week's game, which is season defining. They go into next week's game, top of the league now.
Yeah.
Had they not won, and that's symbolic, like
It's in
that
their
matters,
hands.
right? Had they not won, if they hadn't have won and City won today, they
It's in
wouldn't
your
be
hands,
top.
though, too.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
No, it isn't in their hands. 4-point gap.
They play each other, don't they?
Yeah, so three.
So
So,
we-
three
Game
points.
today.
Yeah, but Liverpool can take
Yeah.
a draw now. Liverpool can draw us and keep the advantage, can't
Yeah,
they?
but it's
Yeah.
in your hands.
But it's more in their hands because they're
No,
at
no,
Anfield.
no, no, no.
It's in both
Win
our
your
hands at
games,
the same
it's
time.
in your hands.
Yeah, but if they win their
yeah,
game,
it's in
yeah,
both- it's in both
It's in
their
both
hands.
their
Yeah,
hands.
you know what I'm trying to
It's
say.
in both their hands.
Yeah, but the-
but the
Leeds-
draw is on
it's
their
'cause they
side.
play each
But
other.
Liverpool own the draw.
Yeah, but if I put you in the main event of the WSOP, it's in your hands to win it, but you're not going to win it because it's unlikely.
Wait, whoa.
You know what I'm trying to say? If I put you in,
Of course
if I
I
put you in some competition,
Mate, you've
and-
you've
know
done
what I'm
something
trying to say?
terrible here, Booth.
What?
You've opened the door for Adam to tell us that he finished second in Brighton. no, I'm gonna. Mate, what time is it?
still counts.
I've been in Adam's company for half an
You know
hour.
what
He
I mean?
hasn't told me yet.
You know what I mean? We can be in a rally with Roger Federer. It's in your control to win the game.
You
but you're
mate,
not
we've
going
heard
to.
it, your
Yeah,
feet
I-
around the
I-
corner.
I get a
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
But you know what I'm trying to say? It's not. It's
So
at
how many
Anfield.
points does Roger Federer drop against you, by the way?
That's different. That's different.
Sexist
Because
bit?
no, because I'd be worried about it. Because I'd be worried about it. But
I'll smash him around the corner, but Federer, yeah.
no, actually, I dropped so many points to Roger Federer. I dropped so many
We
points.
got a super chat, and you know what that means.
You got to read it out.
Jaden Granville says, Adam, since I just donated $8 to the club, can you please confirm that... I ain't reading that sentence out.
Go on.
Read that out.
I just donated $8 to the club. Can you please confirm that Darwin Nunez is the modern age Van Nistelrooy? I mean, I don't think anybody can confirm that. Like Nunez isn't that, but I think he might be more than what a lot of people build. him
Jaden's
as.
obviously on the wind up, innit?
I don't know.
Obviously.
Is it, if what he's saying is delicate little finishes in the box is now part of Darwin Nunez' game in the way that it was very much part of Ruud van Nistelrooy's game, Jada might be on something.
Let's not be mental.
No.
What's this kid on about? What's he on about? Why is he bringing Van Nistelrooy?
You wouldn't have thought.
Don't use that guy's name in Nunez.
You wouldn't have thought that Darwin Nunez had...
You can say in vain.
I don't think...
No,
I don't
come
think...
on.
Well, like God.
Yeah. Don't use his name in vain.
You wouldn't have
He's a
thought
real
that Darwin
footballer.
Nunez was capable of these kind of finishes that we've seen in recent weeks.
Very good
The little dink, the clever little header.
But you know it's a good finish if you do it for the first time. But I saw him miss it 5 minutes before and duck out of it. You know Van Nistelrooy, there was never an error of him missing anything, really. He didn't. He was so prolific.
Unless Martin Keown was beating him up.
Do you know how many footballers have played football in the last 100 years? You could use any footballer you want. But you don't bring up Van Nistelrooy to compare him to Darwin.
Compare Darwin Nunez to someone then. Help Jaden out.
Yakubu.
Remember when people call him One Day Carroll?
Yeah.
I still like that.
Yeah.
But he's a
bit
good
like Andy
version. He's a
Carroll.
good
He's
version.
a bit like Andy. Andy Carroll used
Andy
to call
Carroll
him
was a good
mayhem.
version. at one point.
Liverpool fans were singing that. Did you hear them yesterday?
What were they
The
singing?
whole of the Liverpool away end was singing. He's just a shit Andy Carroll because that's what Forest fans were singing when he missed the one Buvey was on about.
Look at this goal. Adam, look at this. Oh, Phil Foden hat-trick.
Near post as
First
well,
career
man.
hat-trick as well.
Near post.
Crap.
Beautiful
I was
finish.
offside, by the way.
No, it's miles on. It's VAR.
Buvey, is there any world where you can see United winning today? Says not
Well, yeah,
bad
it's a
for a
football game.
fat guy.
It's a football game.
No, but really, every game that isn't answering
Every
the
game's a
question.
football game.
You've just told him. In other news, water is wet. It's a football match. Water is
No,
wet.
but do you know how bad City were in games and we beat United? Do you know how bad we were?
No, but answer this
Benjani.
question. Can you see?
Yeah,
it
but that
happening?
day I wouldn't have seen you winning.
No, but I know
Yeah,
it's
I
a
don't
football
see you
game.
winning
I
this game at
can't
the
see.
moment,
I
but-
can't see. If I'll answer Boovy's question here, I cannot see a world where Manchester United win today.
Yeah, but I couldn't see a world where we didn't beat Chelsea. I was very cocky in that game, very arrogant going into it because I thought Chelsea was shocking. You've told me millions of things about how bad Chelsea are this season, and you were compact. You hit us on the counter attack. You hit us down the flanks. United could do that. I'd actually
but can
recommend
you
they
see
did.
it?
They do that.
Can you see it?
I can see a world
So
where
yes,
they beat us.
to answer the super chat. Yes,
It's an easy life, isn't it?
It's not a super chat, but we must flag it up. Chris P says, as a Burnley fan, we are the worst ever Premier League team.
they are terrible.
They have got 13 points from 27 games. Sheffield United have 13 from 26 as well, so equally as bad.
I think that's different now.
But how many points did Derby have? 14?
No,
No, they went down with
12? 15.
15. Was it? What did they go? Oh, it's less.
So it's 11
Yeah.
games though, so that might save Burnley. But they're
But
looking pretty
Burnley's
bad,
worse
innit?
than Sheffield United because Sheffield United have ownership issues. They have a change of. They had to get rid of a load of their players. A load of their players last season were on loan. Burnley had over 100 points in the Championship last season. How can you get 100 points in the Championship and completely sacrifice your way of playing? Maybe they have to against great opposition
I think
in the
you
Premier
have
League, but some of their games against lower opposition are so
but
poor.
Boo, do you not think that it's all very well kind of being complimentary towards Burnley and towards company? You know, they like to play a particular way and they don't change their principles for anyone. But is that not bad management? Is that not idiotic? Like, you know, after 6 games in the Premier League when they're just getting smashed about all over the place, surely they go, gonna have to keep it tight here, lads.
And they did. I think they have done that.
Well, you
in
think they've
games.
tried?
And it's not. But they've done it in games. They've been too conservative, in my opinion, in games where they can compete against the Brentfords of the world, the Bournemouth, the Nottingham Forest, and they've just been. It's an embarrassment to Premier League football. Burnley's season this season. It's been an absolute
Do you know what?
embarrassment.
They're basically though. All we've learned, because Luton's defeat yesterday in those circumstances was horrific. And I think that's going to have a huge impact on their chance. I wanted them to stay up. I really did. I didn't think they would at the beginning of the season. I dismissed them completely. That was wrong. But they're just not going to do it, are they? So the
So
three
unlucky.
teams that came up,
Who's the
are
side
gonna
above
be
them?
the three-
Forest.
yeah,
You know,
they're
Forest
relying.
spent 150 million quid last summer.
But they're
for God's
relying.
sake,
But that
man.
could be the reason that Luton stay up.
Oh, because the
Because
points
of-
deduction.
yeah.
The thing with that for me, I know it sounds maybe I'm not completely in tune with the laws and the regulations, and maybe I'm missing that. But in my opinion, mid-season, get it done. Let us know how many points Everton are getting deducted. Is it 10?
Well, it's 6
is
now,
it, is
isn't
it
it?
6 now? Of course. Where Nottingham Forest?
There's
Why is it
another
happening?
charge. They're being charged to get like there's no, you know, Everton, they went from 10
And
to
that's
6.
definitely going to be settled this season.
Not definitely, but potentially. Everton went from 10 to
Ridiculous.
6, and I saw some Everton fans celebrating, and I thought, hang on a minute, like the champagne, it can be purchased, but it's only on ice. There's a whole new.
And also, you've won. It's like
and
winning one
it's
game.
Forest and Everton together. This one, and the thing is, like they must have benefited from financial irregularity.
For spending more money on wages and things, it does give you a sporting advantage, clearly, doesn't it?
And
If it's
do
against
you know
the
the
rules.
other thing I think is quite tricky, and this is why maybe it shouldn't happen mid-season like this. When a team loses points, it impacts the season, And then equally, when a team, so say you're Luton, and you see that Everton have had 10 points deducted, that might affect the way that you play. That might
Of course
affect,
it does. I think it actually did.
And equally, when Everton have 10 points deducted, maybe it affects the way they play. So the FA's taking off 10 and then making it 6 is actually having an impact on the season.
It's pathetic. Yeah, they're
It
moving
should
the
have all
goalposts.
been done behind closed doors.
And it should be done in the summer.
And then they should have come out and said, right, this is...
Do it in the summer and
this
give
is
it a
the
clean
rules.
slate, and you start the season knowing we're on minus 15, minus 20, whatever. Or do one interval season in January when they got deducted the points. But moving the goalpost actively changes other sides around them that they're fighting to compete against.
Yeah, defo. There's some love for your shirt in the chat, Raw. I've got to say I agree with them as well. Nice
That's very
shirt.
kind. Thank you
Nice
very
shirt,
much.
that.
Thank you very much.
Before we get stuck into some super chats, which you've got to read out, it's legally binding on that. We are sponsored by Super 6. Make sure you're checking out Super 6 by downloading the app. The link is in the description below. It's so easy to play. Remember, you have to be 18 and over and get stuck into that. You have to predict 6 score lines every single round. Get 6 correct score lines and you could win £250,000. Not only that, it's going to be rolling over potentially as well. If we don't have any winners over the next couple of weeks, it could end up at £1 million, all for predicting 6 score lines. So make sure you're getting involved with Super 6. Also, once you download the app and you're getting involved, join our mini league. The code's on the screen right now. It's Club 23. If you join our mini league, you can get stuck in with our mini league, which the winner of that at the end of the season, that could still be you as well, or even if you join mid-season, the winner of that could be playing, will be playing alongside us against Pitchside in a very, very former Premier League stadium.
Huge ground.
Huge ground.
Yeah.
Huge ground.
How you boys getting on Super 6 this week? Did I tell you about 10 points so far?
I'm having a mess. I'm all
3 or 4.
I'm all over the place.
I got 10 points this week. I reckon.
Single
I
figures.
haven't got anything right. Literally.
I reckon
Can't do it.
I'm killing it.
Literally.
At
You're
the
good at this
moment,
game, man.
I haven't got anything right.
I'm top 5,000 at the moment.
That's
in the
amazing.
league.
Top 5,000.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to get in that team.
It's not quite as good as I thought. You really did big yourself up when I first saw you.
You want to start the game? Like
Take it.
the game that we're playing, do you want to start or do you want to be on the bench?
What on earth? Who on earth wants to be on the bench?
But some people like to just come off the bench and have a little,
I'll
Flav,
start
for
it
example. You
and
want to
then gas myself out, sit on the bench for
Yeah.
half an hour, and then come back.
I'll play 90
We'll do
minutes if you want.
roll
lads.
on.
I'll play 90 minutes
What
if you
position?
like. Wherever you want, utility,
Where would you- where-
level.
if you were choosing your position, where
Yeah.
would you play? Not for fun. Like, where are you best? You reckon?
I'm probably a centre back. Yeah, I've got no pace.
Play centre half.
Yeah, centre back. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be very tricky. I really want to win that game as well.
Yeah, I've got a feeling we've got
Miles,
good winning
Miles,
mentality.
Miles is gonna have to be. He's gonna have the game of his life. I reckon.
Let's get him training every
Let's
Monday.
put a call
I
out
think.
for some new players, man.
We need some fresh
have you
talent.
done it yet? You've made some phone calls. You got some football.
I've got
groups,
limited
some-
contacts, really. It's you lads have got some great contacts.
Should we
in
do
space.
something? Should we do something ridiculous? Should we try and get like Adam? You've got a superficial friendship with Jesse Lingard. See if he'll come back from Korea for us.
Could do.
Like, should we do something mad like that?
I've got someone on my
Like, we just-
Instagram
don't
that
tell
I
him.
could, I could message Gary Neville.
Oh.
Does he follow you on?
No, but
I told you
he
to ask
accepted my
somebody
DM
the other
request, so I could DM him.
So you've sent him a message before, and he's accepted,
So I tagged him in a post or whatever,
and he accepted.
and he's accepted. Like he's seen it.
There's a famous
Gary Neville.
scouser that has taken a liking to Rory. I need to ask him. He'd do it as well.
And he's connected
He's
to
such a
Sky.
Six not.
Shall I do it?
Come on,
Shall I
It's
ask him?
gonna work.
I love him as well.
It's gonna work.
He's my
What about
favourite.
Jody?
He's my favourite person. Oh yeah, he'd be brilliant.
First
Come on.
name basis
Mate,
as well.
should we
Jody.
do? Should we do this? Should we not? Don't tell anybody else. That
We're
we're gonna
telling
do this.
everyone.
We're not telling
but
anyone. No, this is
tell-
private between
but
us,
this
everyone in the
this is-
stream.
This is not going out to the people who we're playing against.
Yeah.
Like, let's just turn up on the day with like
Some
four
ringers.
semi-pro, 4 former
Yeah,
pros.
yeah,
Yeah, some ringers. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to play 10 minutes because Jody Morris is starting. Amazing. Amazing.
We still lose though. It's a bit-
Absolutely.
We can't
absolutely
lose.
Amazing.
it's bad.
It's impossible.
It is.
Absolutely amazing.
Hip high tackles on Theo. Anyone?
Hip high. I
You-
can't.
you
I
go
couldn't,
for
I
that.
couldn't get that high.
I'll do that.
I
You
can-
could headbutt him.
I couldn't get. I could headbutt his groin. Headbutt his groin potentially.
Right, we got some super chats which we're going to get stuck into. Rory, what do you boys make? Oh, wait. For everyone, Messi or Ronaldo, says PJ. Ronaldo for me, but obviously emotionally tied.
I've
Messi.
taken such a disliking to Ronaldo since he was a player. When he was a player, I really rated him so highly. But everything that happened post maybe Piers Morgan, during Piers Morgan, do you know the thing that did it for me? There were many reasons, but when he kept telling Piers Morgan how handsome he was, I find that
Yeah, people that do that very strange.
it's.
No, it's
I agree with you.
There's people that go, I'm the most handsome guy.
I agree with you.
I've ever met.
Mate, that was
Seriously?
No,
Miles?
I'll tell you off camera.
No, there's
it
people, there's
wasn't.
people.
I'll tell you off
There's
camera.
people out there.
There was such a weird conversation. Me and Buvey were just like, I don't know what to say to this.
It was
He's just
mad.
telling us how good looking he is. But that did happen.
What's that got to do with Messi or Ronaldo?
Because Cristiano Ronaldo did that. Like, when I was listening to
Oh.
Cristiano Ronaldo speak, I watched that whole Piers Morgan. I watched that whole Piers Morgan interview, and during that interview, he said two things that I really took offence to, and I don't know why. He called Rooney fat and ugly, which I thought was just outrageously, like, just crass, rude, unnecessary. Painted himself in a terrible colour. Like, it's just a hateful way to behave. Calling Wayne Rooney, Manchester United England's top goal scorer, one of the best Premier League footballers to have ever lived, one of the best
One of
footballers
his best teammates as well.
Exactly. Without Rooney's contribution, you could argue that Ronaldo wouldn't be the player that we all know him to be.
Yeah.
And he didn't even critique his football. He literally called him fat and ugly. And it's like, what?
Because you can't critique his football, though.
Yeah, agreed.
I think it comes down to that as well.
I thought
But
that
yeah,
was
I
horrible.
find that.
And the other thing that he kept doing, he kept calling himself, honestly, 7 or 8 times in a 30-minute interview, referred to how good looking he is.
Oh man,
Strange,
Yeah.
isn't it? When the dust settles in 30, 40 years from this day, I don't think Ronaldo gets anywhere
being a good
near
looking
Messi.
man, I try and not mention it every time.
And being double ugly at 4'11", it really winds me up when people do.
AMC says, "What do you make of Rashford's article?" I found it interesting. I like finding out more about footballers' feelings. You don't really get to know them or hear from them. I like that as a Man United fan. I like that he took offence to people questioning his commitment to the club. But one way to do that is also by just performing on the pitch.
Big day. Like, the timing of the article, huge considering like the fixture that's coming up, because he's either going to answer the criticisms really well today, or like if this goes badly, everyone's going to like go for it. It's going to amplify
weird
the
week to
criticism.
do it.
Weird week to do it.
I think it's better if you just run a little bit harder for Man United than do articles. That's what I'd say.
But I don't think he would.
There's some
I
actions
think
that
there
are
was
more important.
I think the response wasn't just about critique of performance. I think it was more people saying, he doesn't give a shit about Man United. Like, he clearly does. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Players Tribune released a lot of these articles. I just think the timing's probably quite.
I mean, the
It's
timing's
deliberate,
perfect.
deliberate.
The timing's perfect for many reasons. There's never a better time to have a conversation from the Tribune's point of view. Obviously, you put it out on the eve of a. I just think that from Marcus Rashford's point of view, being from Wythenshawe on the forefront of a derby, does he need the extra spotlight? Like, people are going to be talking about Marcus Rashford anyway. Does he need to have an article released?
But could there be an argument that as someone that is a public figure, but very rarely gets to respond to things, sometimes people might just need to vent.
Yeah, but not in
I need
public.
to get. No, but that's if criticism of you is in public.
Yeah, you can't.
Then you have
can't
to
vent
respond
privately.
publicly.
can you? Yeah.
There's criticism.
And
that
sometimes
is
people just be
fair
like, I
and
need
not.
to get it. I'll be better mentally if I just say what I think.
You'd be better mentally if you ran extra 2K in a game and
I think
played
that's
for the
unfair.
shirt.
That's a really poor way to look at it.
Really,
Yeah, I really do. I think I don't think
I've got no vested interest.
I don't think
want
you
him
can
to work.
doubt Marcus Rashford's commitment to United.
I'm not doubting his commitment long term, am I? I'm saying that in game he doesn't work hard enough.
Do
in my
you
opinion.
believe that Marcus Rashford is going to have more seasons where he scores 30 goals for United?
Yeah.
Do you think that happens again? At some point in Marcus Rashford's future,
Like over 20.
at some point in Marcus Rashford's future, between now and the end of his career, does he again score in excess of 15 Premier League goals in the same season?
Yeah.
Do you believe that happens?
No, I don't. I think it's going to be harder than it is easier. I think the right manager has to come in. But the way United are,
Well,
it's not easy
he's
to
got
flick
the
it on and
manager
off.
that gave him his best ever season.
But he's also got the manager that's giving him his, like, I feel like Eric Ten Hag's, it's changed, hasn't it?
How many has he scored since the start of the year?
5, mate.
Since the start,
Since the start of the year, I'm not sure.
He's been in decent form.
he's on the same amount as
You
Werner.
do start,
Werner
yeah.
scores yesterday, and he's on the same amount since the start of the turn of the year. That's not enough, is it?
I
No,
think a
it's
lot of the
not.
problems with United at the moment as well. It's not our forward line suffer because of it.
I
We
find
saw
it
Haaland.
so-
We saw not Haaland. We saw Haaland suffer from it as
Mm.
well, at various points in the season.
I just find
And
it so
it's easier
odd when
for
he's
us to
so
focus
good.
on him.
Marcus Rashford, at various points in his career, has been blisteringly good. Like, England's top goal scorer at a World Cup, and then for a 3-month period last season was the best player in the Premier League in that 3-month period. I don't understand how he can have a season like that and then have a season like this. And equally, we've seen him do it before. We've seen him have I think it was the season before the last year when he had 30, he had a bad one. But the season before that, he was brilliant again. I just think that if somebody can get the consistency right out of him, whether that's Ten Hag or not, you really do have a brilliant player on your hands. But if you can't, then he needs to leave. He needs to go to Paris Saint-Germain or wherever it is.
A large part of the narrative is not on him. I do buy into the fact that the Glazers have been poor owners and he's playing with a squad. He's got a Casemiro behind him who's old and Kobbie Mainoo's coming through. I'm not saying it's ideal. And if he was at Man City, would he be scoring more goals? I think he would be.
Yeah.
I think he would be.
Yeah.
But I think it's fair to criticise his work rate when he's displayed it before in big games.
Yeah, do you know what I think? I
think big games is a weird one. I think he's displayed it before, but big games are usually turned up. His rate in terms of goal scoring in those big games, even when we've been poor, I mean, the Arsenal ones we've lost, he usually scores. But I get what you're saying. He needs to do a little bit more. He needs to do the simple things more. But then I think Manchester United as a team need to be playing a lot better. People sometimes go, "Oh, he'd never get in a Fergie side and all that," and I just think, "Are you mad, bruv? He'd be amazing in a Fergie side because he wouldn't be the star attraction, and he'd have so many more leaders around him that kind of make what he does irrelevant.
Would
and
he
he could just
start for
focus
one
on
of
his
those sides?
football."
Do you know what I mean?
I think he'd be in and out of a team. Yeah. I think he would.
I think he would.
Look what Fergie did with I thought Nani was incredible, by the way.
What, Ashley Young on one side?
Exactly. We had Young and Nani.
Yeah. He's Marcus Rashford is certainly comparable to Nani or Valencia even.
Yeah.
Certainly.
I think he's better. I think he's better than Valencia. Definitely, possibly better than Nani. I do think Nani was really good though.
There's there's an interesting super chat here from Ellie Luth. What's happening, Ellie? Thank you for your support on the channel, mate. Really appreciate it. Chaps, Buvey, I'm going to go to you because I think it'd be funnier.
You've absolutely jumped loads there.
Mate, I just saw it highlighted. I just saw it's there, top left. I'm actually doing everyone a favour.
There we go.
I'm the only one who's focused. Buvey, does any Manchester United player get in a combined 11?
No.
Could you argue Luke Shaw if fit?
No, because Guardiola would be the manager and he'd say, would I take Luke Shaw over Nathan Ake? No, I really like Luke Shaw, by the way, on his day. I think he needs to be starting for England at the Euros, but no way does he get in over Nathan Ake.
If a fit Luke Shaw definitely does.
Yeah, I feel like...
I think also you got to understand, if these players played for City, they'd be in a much better environment, a football environment. They'd be playing for a coach that's got everything.
Guardiola wants 4 centre-backs and or 4 huge units. Luke Shaw's a bit too small
based
for that.
off form, you go no right now. But if you were to implement some of those players, the likes of Bruno, Rashford, etc., they'd definitely play games for Manchester City. I have no doubts about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're on the wrong channel.
Well.
Oh, that's brilliant. We're underway, by the way. The game's a minute and a half old. Well, minute of 40 odd.
Were they letting us know in the chat that the game started and we were talking about Luke Shaw? Luke Shaw.
But no, good turn there, though.
Yeah.
No, there is a. I love these games. Do you know this? This isn't going to make any sense to you, Buvey. You might, or maybe you can draw on your experiences as a child. Adam, you might be able to empathise with this. And if you're watching, can you make sense of what I'm about to say? When your team are as bad as my team, as hateful as it is, trying to find the silver lining is this. There is about to be a wonderful game of football, a huge spectacle, 2 juggernauts of the game going head to head here in a derby with so much jeopardy and so much at stake. And I'm not watching it through the lens of anything other than this could be a good game. Like, usually I'll be watching this going, come on, United, please get a point.
Some
Chelsea
angle
need
for
to win the league.
Chelsea. Yeah.
There's a Chelsea angle. Whereas there is literally nothing in this game to make me care apart from, oh my God.
Great tackle.
Great
tackle from Casemiro.
It's a really good tackle.
I really think that was a good tackle.
It was undoubtedly a really
Bruno's
good tackle.
trying
That's
to see
a
if his
terrible
both
clearance.
balls are
Is
there
that Mark
because he's
Rashford?
just had a
Mate, they're getting creamed already, man.
He got absolutely creamed.
They are.
Stop using that phrase.
No, it's a real phrase, man. It's not like I'm using it for sake. It's a real phrase. Molly from The Office said the Bristolians use it.
No, but it is a very sexy phrase.
Sexy? No, it's not.
It's a very sexy phrase.
What about custard
It's
cream?
sexy.
It's sexy.
So if you get given a custard cream, you start thinking weird things.
When you say cream,
custard cream,
maybe you just deliver it in a sexy way, but the
sexy way, me.
Yeah, you.
My
you
accent.
ooze.
No.
You ooze sexuality.
Me.
Yeah, you're a very sexual being.
I ooze sexuality.
You're a very sexual being.
No.
That's a fantastic tackle.
Is it?
No,
It's a
100%.
great tackle,
Boo.
yeah.
I'm just asking.
Just watch. Yo, it's a fan. It really is a brilliant.
John Stones is in a number 9 position.
He gets his toe on the ball there really well.
Actually
Casemiro.
ridiculous, isn't it, John Stones?
Did you see? I wasn't sure. Someone volleyed the ball and absolutely either winded Bruno or
it was
smashed
Doku.
him in the gangulis. Stephen Bernard says thoughts on City being shaky at the back. I'm assuming he means more recently rather than during the game.
Give me an example.
No, but I would say that Chelsea is a team who have looked fairly impotent against everybody. have created quite a lot of chances against Man City this season. Like, I think there is something in that super chat from Stephen there. I don't think it's one to just dismiss.
No, we're not as good as last season, but the defence that we built our Champions League title campaign on started in the back end of sort of March to April to May. So he's still tinkering with it and waiting for certain players to get back to full fitness. John Stones is the biggest gain I've seen at this club for a long time since coming back from injury. John Stones changes the whole setup. If he stays fit from now to the end of the season, I think it's more important than Haaland being fit.
Do you think that you are, just for comfort, do you think that you are a little bit too porous at the back?
Slightly, if you're really being harsh.
When we played a couple of weeks ago, Chelsea I don't say this very often, but I think it's true against City. We were cutting through you at will.
Yeah, down the flank.
It's the only time, only game I can say that about Chelsea doing it to anyone this season. We were cutting through City at will, and I don't know if that's maybe because City. Maybe that's because City didn't respect us. They didn't think that we would, and therefore they didn't think that we would, and therefore they didn't defend and set up in the way that was sort of used to. Like, when they play Liverpool, they'll be far more defensive-minded or whatever.
I prefer watching games without actually watching them. It's good fun. I enjoyed the first 5 minutes. Yeah. You know, we weren't watching the game. It's so much more fun than realising it's on. Yeah,
this is going to be backs to the wall for
a long old day. 5 minutes in, and they've been
how we win.
Penned back.
That's how we win.
No, it is how you win. It is. It's
not like that.
Jesus,
not like that. And Nana's giving the ball off to.
Oh no!
You can't put yourself under pressure. Like, you're going to be under pressure enough as it is. You can't put yourself under pressure. Oh my God!
Go on, Garner.
Rashford's not. Is he? Is he there, Rashford?
Oh, he's got to do it
earlier.
God. He's got to do it earlier.
Take an extra touch,
I think it's all right.
I think Rashford wasn't quite there yet. He had to wait.
Basically, that's the plan, though, isn't it? That's how this game's going to be played. City are going to have all the ball, and where possible, Manchester United are going to make use of their two.
I think United are decent like that.
Wingers.
I think that is how they are as a side. Their best side is being a counter-attacking side.
But we haven't really
with
seen
no pressure
it this year. We haven't really seen them.
I don't know. Is that down to Man United feeling they have to be a side on the ball all the time?
Maybe. I mean,
if they could get rid of that identity and just be like, we're being a counter-attacking side, 4-2-3-1, hit people on the pace.
This season, though, isn't that? Is it? Their identity this season is like smash and grab, last minute, McTominay scrambling it in. It's that kind of identity
that's no way to go.
He does always constantly. He spoke about like last summer, wanting to be the best transition team in Europe. But the players that we get, and I'm not making an excuse for him, the players that we have out injured make it very difficult to do. You know, Lisandro Martinez is your best passer from the back.
He's just out all the time.
He's out all the time. It's
lovely ball from clip left foot pass from Johnny Evans under pressure. 2011.
Johnny Evans.
2011. That is crazy.
He's so, you know what?
Amazing career. Amazing career. That's what I was just going to say. It's an amazing career. Like, you know, when he does ultimately retire, he can be so proud. Like, you did what, mate?
Yeah.
You went back there.
I remember speaking to him in the summer in San Diego because he was on pre-season tour.
Listen to this. I was just in San Diego with Johnny Evans. Yeah?
No, because we bumped into him yet. We were speaking to him, and I was like, "So, are you actually staying? Like, what's happening?" Because he was only there temporarily, and he said, basically, I needed somewhere to train. United let him train.
Mm-hmm.
And then while he was about, just training and stuff, just being there, United was suffering injuries in the academy as well. So I can't remember which defender it was. It might have been Will Fish, might have been someone else. But they were supposed to go on pre-season tour, and they couldn't to fill up the numbers. So they've gone to him, do you want to come? Obviously, he's gone on pre-season tour. So, fucking Marcus Rashford!
Oh my
Marcus
God!
Rashford, son!
Oh my God! Scared the life out of me.
Oh
yes!
What's that?
Marcus Rashford, after everything we
told
said
you he
about
performs
Rashford.
in a big game, son.
Oh my God! Look at that away end as well, proper.
Yes!
What a finish that is!
Oh my God!
What a goal!
A goal. How often would a goal be celebrated on Merseyside as loudly as it would be celebrated
and in North London?
And in North London, yeah. What a goal,
Go
Rashford.
on, son.
Oh,
stick that in your players' tribute.
What a goal.
Mate.
Mate.
That is what you call twatted it in.
near post as well.
My 1-0, 5 points is No.
Are they?
No.
He's from his own half.
No, he's not. I don't know if there's going to be an issue here.
Oh, so sad. Well, obviously I don't care, but
oh my God, that's
This is a horrible goal to rule out for offside, you know.
why is it offside though? I don't get it.
Well, if he's offside, he's offside. Like, done so well there as well. Who was that? Fernandes with the layoff.
Oh my days.
That is such an amazing strike.
It's going to be offside, isn't it?
Why?
What a goal!
It's from his own half.
Bruno,
Don't rule out goals. I mean,
Bruno wasn't in his
I
own
need
half
to
when he
see-
received it.
I need to see that.
When the pass was played, was he?
I don't think it's. Is it being checked? Are you worried? Like, are you just worrying
We
because
can't
it's
hear the.
No, we have no idea.
We can't hear the
Let
comments.
us know in the comments. I'm praying this is ruled off, obviously.
Ten Hag
So you-
celebrates?
But as a
Ten-
footballing fan, I kind of...
You should have a wild card where if a goal is too good, you can't rule it out. You know where you go.
Yeah.
We're
It's
gonna
a
play
victory.
this.
It's a goal
Scrap
for
VAR.
football.
Just scrap the whole fucking thing. What
I don't
was
think
an
it's
honour with
being
the
checked,
pass, you know.
by the way, mate. I don't think it's.
No, I
Oh,
told
yes.
lads, they've extended highlights in modern football for VAR. I was saying this on a stream a few months ago.
Mate.
What you think?
There's
we
more
get, we get
highlights
more
of the
replays
replay.
now? Oh my God, what a goal!
So he couldn't,
But
he
you know
couldn't
what? This
properly
happened at
celebrate that.
Emirates twice. You know,
What a
this
goal.
season and last season, he smashed in beautiful
That
goals.
finish at the
We lost
Emirates was
both.
amazing. Yeah.
This was better than both, I think.
Yeah,
The
it
ones
was.
at the
Near
Emirates.
post.
The ones at the Emirates,
When you bend it round, you can kind of aim for any vague area, but to hit it near post like that with your laces, hard technique.
mate.
Wow, he's having a great game. First time against City since what? Di Michaelis? Really? 7, 8 years ago, he turned Di Michaelis inside out.
Yeah, he has
Do you remember
scored
that?
massive. Yeah.
I forgot about
Do you remember
that.
when he was a kid as well? With like
2015,
debut Arsenal, wasn't
14,
it?
15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Martin Di Michaelis won a Premier League title.
I never forgot about Di Michaelis getting twisted. I forgot what I did last night. I had a few beers last night, and I put on a bet.
You've done 1-0.
Rashford, Man United, no scoreline. So
Ah,
let's hold on, baby.
Rashford, Man United, no scoreline. Well
Did
done.
we get 5% of the profit or what?
If United win, I'll give you a drink. Go on, Mark.
A drink.
Yeah.
All right.
You need some drink money for Dublin and that.
Are you drinking yet?
Yeah, I'm drinking.
Oh,
Not
God's
now,
sake.
but I'll
That
be
was
drinking
a
in Dublin.
depressing state of affairs.
Yeah. When he went like that to me at the party.
What do you mean? You were drinking
You-
and you still left early.
You went-
That's even worse.
No, I'm-
you were.
mate,
you,
I'm-
you-
But that's Rory. That's Rory.
do you know what you said in January? Oh, January's the best month to get pissed. And so we're in Paris. You're in the most beautiful city in the world, and you
In
went, you
February,
went to
by
bed
the way.
before
In
me.
February, by the way. What's January got to do with anything?
I was playing
At least
an
I'm doing it
EPT.
for a health
I was
reason.
I was playing an EPT the following
Yes,
day.
so was I.
No, but you weren't drinking. I'm still having a drink. But I don't care whether you drink or not. The bit that I found funny, I don't care, mate. I've no issue whether you drink. What I found funny was you came over to me and you went, "I just wish I was drinking."
I know, I know.
Well, drink then. If you really wish it, drink.
No, but
Like,
I
nobody's
made a
stopping
commitment.
you.
I made a commitment. I see things out, Roy.
Yeah, like who was
It's
going
a
to
point-
come out of the curtain and go, Buvey, I caught you.
Yeah, you're not meant
Yeah,
to
but
be doing
it's
it.
about yourself, and it's about what you say to yourself.
Can you look
Okay.
yourself in the
Can-
mirror?
can you
Michael
look yourself in
Jackson
the mirror?
sung about
I
that.
said I'm not drinking to a certain date.
I wish
That's
I
what
was
I'm doing.
like that. I can't do that.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. Gonna feel real good.
Gonna make a difference.
Gonna make it right.
I'm going to play poker in Ireland fully,
Do you know what I've decided, by the way, with poker?
By the way, let's just talk about how Manchester United are beating Man City.
I will now wear
It's
sunglasses.
only
when I
12
play
minutes
poker.
in. Fucking hell, it's only 12 minutes, man.
Yeah, but
We're fighting for bigger
I want to
things.
enjoy you being in the mud while it's happening.
I'm not in the mud. I'm having a great time.
Corner.
Oh yeah.
I'm having a great time on
Can't
the
be having
stream.
a great.
I'm having a great time with the club audience. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe and download Super 6. Well, I'm having a great time with Super 6 on board, lads. It's fantastic.
There's been a few comments as well in the chat about how the views have been popping on the channel recently, and it has been. We've noticed. Thank you very much to everyone that's been tuning in, especially to everyone that was tuning in for Rory's tears. That was good, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
I thought you were very. Rory, you came into your own at full time in that cup final.
Hateful.
That is what the club is about.
Hateful.
Passion.
Everything.
It's about me celebrating that Rashford goal in front of Buvey. It's about
that.
you.
I agree. That I agree. Let's get
know.
Buvey. But no, it's. I mean, but the trouble is, it's rinse and repeat, isn't it? At the moment for Chelsea. Look at what happened to us yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, it's just appalling.
So you look at
Just
that as a
appalling.
good point, or
No,
bad
I look at it as a fantastic day though in Chelsea's history. I'm not even joking. I will explain to you
oh,
after
give
De
it, give
Bruyne just
he's unlucky there by
De Bruyne.
Casemiro because he nearly got onto it.
Oh,
Played Scott.
They're going to beat us.
that's too
They're going to beat us.
predictable.
It's game over.
Rashford's out here now. It's a bit of
We
a
won't-
free- lovely-
We won't win at
too
Anfield.
ambitious, too
We won't win
ambitious.
at Anfield. Won there twice in 18 years.
Calm down. Listen
No,
to you.
no, mate.
Listen to you.
No,
You're
it's-
1-0
we're
down
gonna win
after
this game.
13 minutes.
We're not going to win this game.
Listen to
No,
this
we're not going
guy.
to win this game.
You
It's their biggest game of the season. Every season
your
now
biggest
playing
game
little old
Your
City.
biggest game of the season.
No, it's not.
Of course it is.
Our biggest game. I'll give you some
Your
games
biggest
of the
game of the
season.
season.
This is your biggest game of the season.
No, it's not.
Of course
Come on.
it is. This is the
What do you
game where
mean? We played Liverpool already. We've played
tickets will be
Arsenal
harder to
in
come
the
by.
Emirates.
Tickets will be harder to come by today than any other game in the season.
No, I don't know that. How do I know that? We might be in the Champions League
It will.
semi-final.
'Cause
What
you
about
know
Real
what you
Madrid last season, lads?
no.
No, there'll be tickets going spare in the Champions
no.
League
Hit it,
final.
hit it, hit it,
Hit it.
That's the problem here. When
like
once
Spurs,
they
isn't
score,
it?
they're going to score two.
It's the biggest game for United every season for the last 10
It's not really,
years.
because
It
the
is.
biggest game for us is Liverpool. So there's that.
Well, let's not. Apart from that, then. Apart from that.
We don't turn up for the Liverpool games either.
But it is
that-
big.
that's our
Yeah.
biggest game.
Yeah, we might lose 5-0 every week, but it doesn't matter. It's still a big game for us.
I saw a stat. How many times have Man United scored?
No, lad.
How many times have Man United since 2013 scored 5 or more goals in
Why
the
do you have
Premier
to
League?
qualify with since 2013?
The last time you
Football
won the
didn't
league.
start in 2013.
The last time you won the Premier League title.
Football didn't start
How many
in
times have they
2013.
scored more than 5?
Yeah, in a game.
Are you going to say it's none?
Once, I think.
It's once.
Is it really?
In a Premier League game.
Yeah, and City it's like
Premier
28
League
times or something.
All right.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Now what?
No, it's just I'm just throwing information out there,
He's just
and it's
throwing
your ability
information
to
out there, and
dissect
it's your
it.
ability to
You
dissect
can do what you want with it.
He can do what you want with it.
You know.
He's only throwing information out there.
Yeah.
I'm throwing stuff at the wall, seeing what sticks.
information geyser, spraying his information
Yeah,
everywhere.
I'm just seeing what sticks. I throw
He's like the
information
Bellagio
out there.
fountain of info. The Bellagio
I
fountain.
bet City have conceded 5 times in like Division 1 and 2 and 3 more than us.
There's nothing wrong with being in Division 1.
We scored 6 past City. Drogba and Lampard. Lampard, fantastic outside of foot.
What about when Anelka scored? They stopped you being invincible.
Yeah, although we did win the league.
Kevin
And
De
the cup.
Bruyne slicing it, pressure on.
What about when Aguero cried in Portugal?
I never bring up the fact you got battered by a load of kids that were doing their GCSEs last week. Honestly, Bobby Clark was doing GCSE geography, and Klopp said,
Look
"Can
at
you
this goal. Look
play
at this
against
goal,
Chelsea?"
Buvey. Look at this. Anana with the long ball. Watch. Where's John Stones, the famous John
That's
Stones?
Ruben Diaz, mate.
No, where is he?
Different
That's
number.
what I'm
Exactly,
saying.
where
No,
is
where
he?
is he?
He's
He's not
being
there.
asked
Where
to
is
play in
he? Where
midfield.
is he?
He's being asked to play in.
What that, son. You want to talk about
Sound
kids?
effects, fucking hell. I give football analysis, and these guys make sound effects that you'd hear in GCSE level 2 phonetics, phonetic alphabet. Go on. Oh,
Blocked. Johnny Evans had just made the mistake, so it's good to see him get that block.
oh, long old day at the office.
Mate, it's so funny, right? I reckon for every other football fan in the country, being 1-0 down after 16 minutes isn't a shock. It doesn't
shit.
really affect things. It's all well and good. For Buvey, they're 1-0 down. He's like, this is it, isn't it? Like, we're going to get beat next week as
that's
well
just
now.
football fans,
15
though.
minutes into
The issue is-
we're going to get back. Oh my God.
Oh, Marcus
my
Rashford.
God. Oh my... No!
Touch of an idiot, man.
Unlucky
Touch of
there,
a
you
Power
know.
League player. Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah,
You're giving you a new contract.
Held up.
If he'd knocked that into his palm...
Players Tribune article on the way. My touch isn't that bad. Players Tribune article
Well,
on
that
Monday
touch
now.
really ended up in the
My
back of your
touch
net,
went
son.
backwards. My story by Marcus Rashford.
My story is I
touch went
rocketed it
backwards.
in to stop Man City winning the
Why are you
league.
bringing
My
that up?
story.
I'm making a joke about the last
making
the
a
last
joke.
the last thing that
Don't
happened.
interrupt my comedy flow.
Honestly, I'm on.
Rory's on whoever's team.
Not my comedy flow. I'm making jokes. Yeah, get him down,
What do you want?
jonglers.
Look at that touch. It's shocking. And people think he should be starting for England with that touch. It's embarrassing, man.
He's England's
Power
only,
League,
he's
Vauxhall
England's
Power
only-
League touch.
He's
that was.
England's only pace.
No, he's not.
He is.
No, he's not. Kyle Walker.
No.
Oh,
in
you're
an
going to stick him on
attacking
the
sense. It's playing him right back, am I?
Oh, you're like shitting it here.
Corner. Yeah, you are.
He's like,
You are shit, man.
But
I really want
if we
United to
played
win this
Liverpool already, I don't care. But the fact we got it's basically
Mate, you
if we
get
lose
beat next week
this
now.
and we beat. Oh, I said that already. I said that already.
Oh, this is so unlucky.
Look at his touch.
he's unlucky.
Power League touch.
He's
Look at that.
unlucky. I think he can even sense Kyle Walker just behind
Look at his
him.
touch.
Trying to go across him, innit?
Yeah, he's trying to go
He's headed
across
it off.
Walker.
He's
yeah.
headed it
he's
backwards.
He's trying to go across Walker to make Walker foul him or leave
Generational
him.
talent, this guy.
Walker, yeah.
No, I'm saying Rashford.
Oh,
What
yeah.
a touch. Should have been 2, really, shouldn't it?
Go on,
You're
Cass.
It is.
clear on goal.
Well, you keep chatting, man. You're
Mate,
setting
20 minutes.
yourself up
20
for a
minutes
mighty
into 20
fall
minutes
here.
into the game now, Buvey. Nothing from you. Nothing. That's a significant percentage. You know. You like maths.
Oh, Nana.
I don't like maths.
Look at this. You can't get a ball
I
off them.
studied humanities at uni, actually, not maths, mate.
Win it. Oh, you got to win that,
Go on,
mate.
give the
Who's
ball,
that?
give the ball.
Ah,
Actually, he's in now. He's in.
onside.
Ugh.
Foden's onside.
Go on, Foden. Go on.
We got
Go on,
two
son.
carries.
Generational. Generational mug. Generational. Write your
You
article
got
about
battered
that.
by Ivan Toney.
We
Get
got,
out
we
of
got
there.
too carried
You got
away then.
Visser turned into prime Rivaldo. Prime
Oh, mate, you see
Rivaldo.
that goal, by the way. Oh.
Embarrassing.
I'll tell you what's
Not
embarrassing.
embarrassing,
Losing a
it's a
derby.
crazy
Losing a derby at home when you're treble winners.
It's
That's
18 minutes,
embarrassing.
Royce. It's 18 minutes.
And you,
what was the
you're gonna
after
lose
120
mate,
minutes?
You're
What was
gonna
the score
lose
last
today.
week?
You're going to lose to Man United. You're going to lose to Liverpool. They're going to need a new manager. Pep out.
I wanna
2
ask
on
you-
a spin,
I want-
mate.
can I ask
0
you-
points out of 6. Nil points.
Can I ask you a question at least? What was the score after 120 minutes at Wembley last week?
After 120 minutes, it was
1-0
just
Liverpool.
1-0.
1-0 to Bobby
Can I
Clark,
ask
who was
you, what was
born.
the score?
He was born about 5 years
18
ago.
minutes, 49 seconds into the Manchester derby.
Yeah,
What was the score,
Bobby Clark was
please?
doing his
What was the score?
GCSEs and he came
Marcus
out and
Rashford did
smashed
his
you lot
GCSEs
up.
in
Neil
2010.
Danz's son.
Go on, Rafa!
Even Jason Kumas has got a son. He's playing for Liverpool and battering you lot about in the cup finals. Crazy.
Do you know who else
Jason Kumas.
Do you know who else has got a son?
I feel like Rory needs to mention that Chelsea were the youngest team.
Do you know who else has? Do you know who
That
else
is
has?
true,
Do you
yeah.
know who else has got a son? Sergio Aguero. Do you know what his son saw him do? His son saw him cry in Portugal, mate. His son saw him cry. And do you know what? Sergio Aguero's son sat his GCSEs once as well, or he will do. And
No,
he
he's
saw
too
his
young
son-
for that. He's too young
Well,
for
he
that.
saw his son. He saw his father
doing,
cry in Portugal.
What's the other thing you do before GCSEs?
Oh,
Not O-levels.
11 plus. 11 plus.
11 plus.
11 plus, isn't it? Sats, 11
I don't know.
plus.
Sats. Yeah, bloody hell.
Bloody hell. Nathan Ake on the ball there, looking clueless, man. Look, don't know what way to turn. Look, give it back to him. Hope for the best.
Few comments saying Saka scores that Foden chance, Booth.
Yeah, no doubt.
Does he?
No doubt. Yeah. Saka's on this pitch, City winning 2-1, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I agree with
Foden, you got to.
Foden should have done
Foden's
better.
always got an error in him. Saka, not so
Oh,
much.
behave.
So if you use that
Foden
at
should have done
Saka,
better.
you don't start Foden.
Yeah.
Go on, Doku.
If that's that Doku, I'm not sure either.
Mate,
That's
Hernandez
very easy.
Thinks he's back in the Champions
Very
League
easy.
final again.
Look at Dallo, man. It's just they haven't any broken sweat. Dallo looks like he's in Hawaii, supping on a martini. Look at him.
Don't cut to me. Fucking hell. Where's the editorial standards on
Great
this channel?
work, Will. Pay rise.
Where's the editorial standards on this channel? They've gone through
Look at
the
Nana.
floor.
Look. God,
Should we
City.
just cut to a wide? Leave it to a wide to look at Rory's purple
Mate,
shirt.
can I ask
right?
you a question? Can I ask you a question, seriously?
Yeah.
1-0 down here, looking no answers.
It's over.
No
It's
answers.
over. No
Next
side's
week-
ever won 4 in a row.
Do we need to start talking about Guardiola?
Look, no side's ever. I'm sure you will on your channel. You know, I'm sure you can do a video about it. But ultimately, let's have some sense, lads. For
Let's
God's
have
sake,
some sense.
it's 70 minutes to go. Royce.
Capitulation. Out of the title race.
He might want to come with Omar Barada to Man United.
Yeah, you hired a guy that pushes some emails around for a living, and you think
Better
you're going to win the
you
permanent
better
title.
hope there weren't those emails.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
I'm not going to say anything about that.
Because key witness number 1 is in Manchester United's offices right
Yeah,
now.
so you better pray it doesn't. Nothing happens. Nothing happens there.
You better hope.
Yeah, but you signed a guy, put him on 100 grand a year, and he does some
100
admin.
grand a year is
He
cheap
He does some admin.
in football.
Yeah, he does a few Word documents and he does a few Google Calendar invites, a few team
Pep was a bit
catch-ups
gutted
on a
about it.
Monday,
Pep was a bit good.
and now Man United are going to win the Premier League title.
I mean, you said that.
No, I'm just asking.
You
No,
said
Man
that.
United fans are
You're
saying
so
that he's
rattled
the answer.
To be
He's
1-0
the
down after
answer.
22 minutes.
I'm not rattled. I'm just
No,
you brought up you brought up Barada.
You've come out in a hot flush.
You
Look at
brought up
You're all
Barada.
over the place.
Yeah, there's no ventilation in the
Are you
room.
all right?
I didn't even bring him up.
Are you
I just
all
said
right,
Pep
huh?
might
You
want to join
said
him. I
Barada.
said Pep might want to join him, and you just
You
got
brought
rattled at the
Barada.
mention of his name.
Yeah, emails. He puts his emails around.
Yeah,
As soon as you heard his name, why
if
you
you
hate him
brought-
so much?
You
If it's
brought
not-
up a random executive before I didn't
no,
bring
no.
up a random executive.
I just said Pep might want to join him, and you
Guy
heard his name and went
guy
mental.
uses-
Buvey, look, it's all
Microsoft-
City on the ball, but there's no cut and thrust, is there?
Can't
Look,
be, mate.
another corner.
Microsoft Excel, and Man United's giving them 50 grand a year on a base salary, and he's on LinkedIn. Well done. Yeah, well
Buvey,
done.
what's going wrong here? Why are you haven't really had any
We should have scored this. Look at this. He's on. He
What's this, the
takes
Phil
it heavy.
Foden chance?
Yeah, he should have scored that really.
Onana safe in the clutches once more.
The first touch from Phil
I
Foden
thought
puts
they
on his
cut
right
back then
foot.
because that was about to be a goal. I got really
Yeah.
scared.
That's ridiculous. He
Oh.
just blazed it into his own defender, and that's deflected the ball into Bernardo Silva's path. Manchester United need to just they're being a little bit
Very
sloppy,
passive.
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit sloppy, and they're also being a little bit too aggressive. Like they shouldn't. Phil Foden shouldn't
Go on,
end up in
JE, yo.
that. Phil Foden shouldn't be in that sort of room. He's still got
Johnny
the ball.
Evans.
There's no tackle. There's no.
like
Johnny
a
Evans is
racehorse.
off. Oh my God! There's overlaps. There's overlaps. Oh my God! Oh!
Look at this clown. Who is it? Was that
How many
Rashford?
should have hit that shot?
Don't. You know. Come on.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Shocking, isn't it?
That's a shame. But Buvey, look, this is an example of how easy it was to cut through Manchester United there.
I'd rather them do that basic than hit a near post. Beautiful. Do the basics, right? Surely.
I think Manchester United just need to calm down a bit.
Someone told me Johnny
Like,
Evans was going to get ripped
Johnny
by
Evans.
Haaland.
Johnny Evans shouldn't be. Adam, do you agree with this? It's all very well that was nearly a goal and it was a good chance, but Johnny Evans shouldn't be carrying the ball out and making a run into the box.
I didn't mind the
the
carrying it to halfway line, but then carrying on his run was a bit mental.
Yeah.
He had to create space.
I think
thought it was a
Manchester
smart
United.
run.
Do you know what Eric Ten Hag needs to get the message to his players now? You're 1-0 up. The pressure's on them. Can everybody just calm down for 5 minutes here?
Yeah.
Just have a situation where we have a little bit of possession, look after the ball, protect it, and make sure that nothing happens. Stifle the game a bit.
Yeah.
Kobe Maino's been really good here.
Good feet, Doku. Brilliant feet.
Go on.
He is again.
That's it. That's better.
This
That's
is-
much better. First time.
Garnacho was
Say hello.
too passive there. Yeah, look, he's right. Dallow's having a word with Garnacho. Garnacho just the spectator.
God, fucking
He can do more defensively as well.
Garnacho.
He's one of those
Get the ball. Get the fucking ball.
constant
What's
forwards.
that?
What was that, Adam? You think Garnacho doesn't do enough defensively?
He can do more, yeah. He's just typical young winger, though, innit?
Yeah.
Are they looking for a
What's
penalty?
to stop the game?
Oh, they're looking at a penalty. Fucking hell, that's
Oh
not
my
a
God.
penalty, is it?
You must be joking. No, it's 100%
It's
not.
his.
It's not. It's not. It's not. That's in the silhouette of the body. There
Why
is no
check-
way.
why
There is
check
no
it?
way that is a penalty.
Why check it?
Yeah. I mean, it should have been checked by the referee on the spot.
Yeah, you should
and
be
it's
able to
obviously
tell.
not a
You should be
penalty.
able to tell. It's embarrassing.
Right, this is where United need to really switch on. You can't. You know.
Yes,
you know,
Alana.
if City score against you, there's no shame in it. But you can't let them score
shoot.
corners. You can't let them. You have to be so regimented and so set up perfectly for that situation.
Oh, fucking
There's a
terrible
keeper.
ball.
No, that was.
No, it's
that's
too
like
far. It's
six-
too far. Yeah. Too far.
Go on then.
Bernardo Silva's in too much
Go on then.
room.
Hit it. Hit it. Hit it.
Do you know what, though?
Let
If
him
you're
hit it.
resorting to shots from 35 yards, Manchester United are doing their job perfectly.
Mate, they've been good today. What can I say? So far.
Rafael Varane is good. Yeah, impressive block there.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't a good shot, was it?
It wasn't a great shot,
Straight
but
at
you
the
still
goalkeeper.
have to block it.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
of
we've
course,
seen
of course,
Manchester
yeah.
United in situations not that long ago where they have been calamitous in those sorts of situations.
Oh,
Good header, Casemiro.
Again, winning. They win that first header. Win that
Go
one
on,
now.
Scott,
Get rid of
go
it.
on.
Well done, Manchester United. Excellent.
We've got close to 6,000 watching. Can you get hitting that like button, please? And of course, if you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button as well. We recently hit 182,
Oh,
setting a target for us of 200 for the end of the season.
200 bottle of champagne on the house, lads.
200 by the end of
Mu-
the year.
You're,
Meet my house.
oh, you're buying it?
Yeah,
Oh, no.
on the house, my
Runa?
house. Huh?
Runa?
What's that?
Yeah, he knows
What kind
about
of champagne do you get?
No, the basic one.
Oh,
No,
no.
I don't
See,
want-
you've made
Little
made it-
basics.
You don't want to be involved in champagne deals with him.
I do like a glass of champagne. I do. Thoroughly.
It's nice, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gives me a headache though.
It does. It makes you.
It's the
It's
bubbles.
not a good hangover, but it's a wonderful
You were
experience.
taking vitamin D3 or whatever it is to stop a hangover. You know that kind of vitamin you can buy in Boots, like the
No.
anti-hangover.
I mean, I
pill.
don't mind your Barocca now and again.
Barocca, yeah.
It's been known.
I might invest in some.
It's been
It's
known.
like a Norwegian startup. It's like a pill, and it like stops you getting hungover.
So I think a hangover though, is part of the experience of being drunk.
No.
Yeah, it's part of it.
It's like saying that a broken leg's part of the experience playing football. It's like, oh, it doesn't have to be.
No,
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't
no.
have to be.
No, it would be like saying being tackled. Is
Or
part of the
pulling a
experience
muscle or
of football.
something. Yeah.
Scoring a goal maybe is part of the experience of playing football.
So you enjoy a hangover?
I think it's just part of the experience.
Sammy
Can't-
S says Buvey loves vitamin D.
Why cut to me again? You keep cutting to. Let's keep it wide
you
for,
love-
for shit
you
chat
love the
from
D?
Adam.
It's because you've got really sexual energy.
Let's keep it wide for any shit chat from that side of the table, please.
Okay. I've just got to read these things out.
Yeah.
Did he pay to say that?
No, it was just a normal
The
comment
free
that
one,
Adam
for
chose
God's
to read
sake.
out.
we got to keep it to the money. Fucking.
I've just seen someone say they're in Japan. Let us know where you're watching from as well, please. I'm intrigued by all that stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting when we go worldwide, isn't it?
Japan.
Like
We're
Pitbull.
going worldwide or ATL.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, Kobe Maino. He may as
Get
well
rid
have
of it
slippers
now.
and a pipe
See,
on.
that's ridiculous.
Oh, that's shit
That's
from
Lindelof, man. There's nothing wrong
There's
with
no
going.
need for doing that.
No. It's all a little bit
Go on,
too.
go on.
Manchester United are going to be
Jeremy.
the architects of their own downfall here. They're not doing the simple thing
I do
well.
think City do that to you, though.
They do, but-
they get you under so much pressure. You start playing
Start
stupid
doing like
passes.
weird little chips or whatever. Yeah.
They got to learn from Chelsea a little bit because we shouldn't have scored against Chelsea last minute. We were nowhere near good enough to get a draw out of that game, were we? Like in fairness, that Rodri last minute.
No.
deflected goal,
No.
And you were so deep in the end, it was like ridiculous.
No, but we were
United
cowardly.
have to learn to.
Well, yeah,
keep the high line.
United need to not do what Chelsea did. Yeah, like it's far too cowardly.
Because in the final 20 minutes of this game, Johnny Evans is still going. He'll be so fatigued, won't he? You can't have them being too deep.
Oh,
Keeper's ball.
Yeah, I
Keeper's
agree
been
with you.
very good today.
but also the part of the reason that Chelsea conceded against City was because of very negative substitutions. Like
Yeah.
taking Nicholas Jackson off was.
What was it, Jackson
you-
for Chalobah?
No, we bought on Chalobah and didn't we bring on Cassidy?
Might have been, yeah.
We brought on Cassidy. Like That's such cowardly management.
Yeah.
Didn't,
It is. Same with the final. He's
we
a coward, isn't he?
We got Canada represented, India.
Oh,
Got any Bristolians in the chat?
Chicago,
Any Bristolians?
Pakistan, Japan,
Anyone from East London as well?
Mexico, Bermuda, New York, Colombia, Colorado, Beirut,
Anyone from Cornwall?
NYC, Berkshire.
Berkshire, surely.
Is
Not Berkshire.
Royal
Berkshire.
Berkshire.
Berkshire, surely.
Royal Berkshire. Paisley,
Anyone from
Victoria
Utah?
Falls.
Do you know why it's called
Utah.
Reykjavik,
That's why it's called a Berk.
Singapore.
That's what you know. When people when
like-
you insult someone, you call them a Berk. It's because of like it's rhyming slang like the Berkshire Hunt.
Ah.
Oh,
Doku
Jeremy
wide.
Doku's just blown one over. I thought it was related to Birkenhead for some reason.
No, it's
Sweden, Iran.
But he's a like Berkshire do a hunt.
Lanka.
You know, like where all those geezers wear red and prance around chasing
love it.
foxes.
Do you know what they say about people from Birkenhead? They say, "Oh, we don't
They're
live in
wolves.
Birkenhead."
They're
Yeah, they're wolves, and they live on a peninsula. They don't actually live in the country.
They do live on a
It's a
peninsula.
peninsula. Yeah.
It's same with like that area of London, isn't it? Greenwich and all that.
the little
That's
Isle of
That's
Dogs.
a peninsula. Yeah.
Is it right?
We'll have more geography lessons with Rory and Buvey coming up very,
You have
very
got geography
soon.
teacher vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're proper shit trainers on.
Yeah.
Those short with the
Yep,
big
can
carbs out.
confirm. Can confirm.
Those short with big carbs
I'm like
out.
that guy from The Wire that becomes a teacher.
Go on, Cobby.
What's his name? Prez Paluski.
Yeah. Didn't he like shoot his car or something like that? In the first, like the reason that he ended up working on that team in The Wire in the first season was because he just like lost his temper and like shot
Starts
6 bullets
smashing
into his own
people.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do love that show.
Booth, how do you think City are going to win this game from here? If they're going to, what do you need to change? Do you need to change anything?
Poor from Foden. They need to change the sloppiness, man.
I don't know. I think Grealish would have started this game if he wasn't injured. He picked up an injury midweek. I think Doku's been a little bit wasteful, so maybe it's a Doku
Excellent.
How can you
Bruno
say that with
Fernandes.
confidence? Because he hasn't started a lot. I'm just intrigued. I haven't watched much of City in the last couple of weeks. Is Grealish back in consideration now? Back in favour?
No, not
Doug.
now. He pulled up in midweek. Unfortunately, he was really disappointed. He came off against Luton Town, so he's really frustrated. I think he starts. He was frustrated because he knows he starts this game and all the big games that he starts at Anfield. He goes on to the Arsenal game, but he'll be very frustrated. He might not even play those games now, which is a concern because Doku's wasteful in a fun way. You can say someone's wasteful and they're a joy to watch, but in modern game it's frustrating sometimes. Doku, he's a young kid. He's been thrown in the deep end a little bit, so I don't know.
We got a super chat from Rahul. I'll read that out once we've got it up on the screen. He says, we need a five-a-side tournament between football podcasts like the club and SDS. Put me up front for the club and Rory on the wing, and we will bring the title back to where it belongs. Great watch along.
Beautiful, yeah.
Remember, you could potentially be playing for us if you get involved with Super 6 at the end of the season. We'll be playing 11-a-side on a proper pitch where some great Premier League... Doku! Some great Premier League goals have been scored. What happened there?
Erling Haaland had a free chance. I don't know what your defender was doing, but he missed a clearance. Doku sliced the shot. Man United don't clear their lines, and Haaland should score, really. Free header in the box.
Yeah, you could be playing for us. Get involved. The link's in the description. Download Super 6. Get into our league. And if you're top of that league at the end of the season, we may even need a few more players as well. We'll be getting in touch with a few of you to come and play for us. So get stuck into Super 6. I am on right now this week for 15 points as it stands.
That's huge.
That's amazing.
15.
I've never got above
I think that's the most
12.
I've ever got.
15 in a bag of sand.
Oh, what if Manchester United win the game now?
Yeah.
Because you've got the Rashford goal already. You just need Man United to win, you win $1,000. Lovely.
But we get 5%, so we're getting... What's 5% of a
50
grand?
quid each.
50 quid each. That's great. Top up my oyster for that. I can't read that, sorry.
Can I test some ball knowledge? I know this already without saying it, but name the American goalkeeper to play for both Spurs and Leicester.
Yeah. I know this.
Yeah, I know this. Yeah, easy.
What does it begin with, if you know?
Casey.
Correct.
Casey Keller.
Yeah. Leicester and Tottenham players.
That was a great ball by
good
De
save.
Bruyne. De Bruyne with a fantastic cross into the box. It was
Rodri.
cleared well by Varane, but went to Rodri on the edge, who had a shot, and then it was well saved again by Onana, who, because Rashford outside of the goal, has been pretty poor. Onana's looking man of the match at the
He's
moment.
playing really well. Can you name anyone else who played for both Leicester and Tottenham?
Gary Lineker.
Yeah.
Great shout.
Les Ferdinand.
Les Ferdinand play for Leicester.
Definite.
that one slipped. That's a good one, man.
Over to you. Lineker, Ferdinand, Buvey,
Oh, you know.
Tottenham and Leicester.
It's a difficult one.
Is Ginola a terrible shout?
It's a terrible shout. He never played for Leicester.
He played for Spurs.
Played for Tottenham.
But did he play for Leicester right at the end of his career? No.
Who are you thinking of, though? Because he played for Villa at the end of his career.
Is Razor Ruddock a terrible shout?
He didn't play for Leicester.
Razor Ruddock's your answer to a lot of questions.
No, it's not. I've never.
I feel like it is. I feel like those quizzes we did.
I think we talked about players with one cap for England last week, and that's what I brought up. Razor Ruddock.
There's a player that you should be getting, and he plays in Germany at the moment.
God, me. Leicester, Spurs. Well, James Maddison.
That's a good. Yeah, but that's
Good
one.
shout.
Harry Kane.
Oh, but he's on loan money.
It's funny how we
count
go.
that.
You go Gary Lineker, like quite obscure. I go Les Ferdinand, quite obscure. Harry Kane, man, what are you doing, you idiots? Harry Kane.
Madison was a good one because you know what? It just completely.
Madison
left
weren't in my mind.
How did
yeah.
they get relegated?
I was
last
going
year?
too old.
Yeah.
That side that got relegated.
Is it Ziga?
Christian Ziga.
Did he play for Leicester? Played for Liverpool.
Played for Liverpool. He scored a wicked goal
Tottenham.
for them. Free kick from miles out. Left foot, innit? They had a few, at that era, they had a few German players, Liverpool. Do you remember they had Karl-Heinz, no, what was his name?
Patrick
Spurs?
Berger. No, he's Czech.
No, what was the geezer's
Didi
name?
Hamann.
Was it Riedler? Karl-Heinz Riedler?
Maybe, yeah.
I think it was.
Maybe, yeah.
I think Karl-Heinz Riedler played for Liverpool in that era with Christian Ziga.
Booga Louise with the super chat says, love the show. You're inspiring. Must be on about me. Greetings from Peru. Surprised Buvey knew Lima was the capital. If you ever need a Barca ball,
Everyone
I'm
knows
your
Lima's
guy.
the capital.
I knew that.
JLA,
Everyone's seen
very
Paddington
well.
Bear, man.
Why were they surprised
They
I
were
knew
surprised
it?
you knew that.
What are
do
you
think
on
got?
about?
I don't think you got capital city knowledge.
Of course I do.
Oh, yeah, we got a song. It's paid a $5 for us to
What's
sing
the
this
capital
out.
city of Luxembourg?
Who comes from Bristol and has a square head? Lawrence Buvey.
Why'd you read that out, you gimp?
Whose silhouette looks like a fresh loaf of bread? Lawrence Buvey.
Lawrence Buvey. Lawrence Buvey.
fresh loaf of bread. He paid to send that in. Fresh loaf of bread.
I mean, feel free to send more.
You're a smart guy.
Send more
mate.
super chat.
Burt
Who's that?
Bacharach. His name's Burt Bacharach in the chat.
Burt Bacharach.
Burt Bacharach.
Burt Bacharach.
One of the most famous songwriters. You're the heathen.
Burt Bacharach. What are you on about?
It's like
The
one of the most
goalkeeper
famous.
you're
Focus on the football
One of the
wars
most
instead of
famous
making up random things.
singer-songwriters in the world.
Burt Bacharach.
You clown.
What are you on about, man?
I'm talking about the brilliant
Can
linguistic.
we just score?
Rodri,
Score,
edge of the
please.
box.
Now, bang it. Bang it.
To the edge. Oh, he's looking for De Bruyne on the back post. Oh,
I think it's
gotta keep
over,
that
innit? It's
there,
over.
Garner.
It's over. Arsenal win on
United
Monday.
Not getting out though.
Who have they got? Who've Arsenal got on Monday?
Lucky for you, they got
Sheffield
Sheffield United away.
See, they get given all the easy games, Arsenal. Easy ties.
Yeah, because they got a completely different. They got a completely different 38
they
games.
get ties.
to
No,
do
they get easy
you want to know?
ties.
Do you want to know something though? In terms of being lucky, listen to how lucky Mauricio Pochettino has been. You know, in every single draw that Chelsea have had this season, every single cup draw,
play Cobby.
Chelsea have been drawn at home. In every single, so all the draws are done now because the FA Cup, if we proceed, is the semi-finals at Wembley. So every time that you could be drawn at home, in every single tie, we've gone all the way in the League Cup and all the way in the FA Cup.
Championship
up until
opposition
the draw.
Leeds.
Championship was it Milton
that's not
Keynes?
fair.
Milton Keynes.
Milton Keynes.
That don't matter because so many teams struggle, like go out against.
No, but at
You know what I
home.
mean? Like there's teams, there's years
But
where.
it's still
Yeah,
easier.
they go to Ellen
You're still
Road.
lucky.
It's easier,
You're still lucky
Middlesbrough.
to play Milton
But when I
Keynes
think
rather
of a
than
lot of United's cup upsets, like going out in the cup of the years against teams that we should be beating.
yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
but more
But you're
often than
still
not, it's
you're
not,
still
is it?
lucky. You'd still rather play Wimbledon than you would
Brentford.
Brentford. Yeah.
Especially
This
at
is
home.
going to be a mad clip when we get slapped up 5-0 at home. But I wanted Liverpool next. Because I'd rather them now than before a final. Like, you beat them before the
No, but
final.
you can't. Man United can't. You don't, that's a luxury to think like that because you need to be winning silverware.
We're
So you need to be
beating them,
you need to be doing it however you do it.
Bruno's not going to score until March 17th, and he's going to score the winner against Liverpool.
You won't touch the ball.
You'd be 3-0 down. He might score a consolation.
I don't think you touch the ball.
Watch.
It might be the first club stream we do where
Mate,
only
All
one
I'm
side
saying
touches
is
the ball.
wash.
Watch what? I don't think you touch the ball.
Watch this. Watch TV, bruv.
I'm watching the
What's
TV,
happening?
but we're losing 1-0. Oh, it's title over.
Zap Boulon says, guys, what's your take on why City are getting worse results this season and things don't seem as free-flowing as before? We'll give that to Buvey.
Got to be the manager.
Manager, yeah.
I think by definition, if you win a treble, everything after that is flat. Everything. And the fact City is so competitive now and still can win a treble, theoretically win a treble, that's amazing.
I know.
That is amazing.
Retain the league after winning a treble. Out of 100 matches, this is from Anton Hockerfeld. Wait a minute. Don't worry, Anana's about. Out of 100 matches, how many would Malmo have won against Chelsea if they had played today? I don't get it.
So if Chelsea played Malmo would beat Chelsea at the moment. We played them fairly recently, Malmo. They had lots of, you know where their ultras wear like those mad things over the head, like proper head covers. They did this thing that I thought was quite impressive, right? In order to let off the flares that the Malmo fans wanted to let off in the stadium, do you know what they all did? They all went under, because I was sitting right by them. I was like watching it. It was like a social experiment for me. I thought it was brilliant, like brilliant fan culture. They got a massive banner. All of them went under it, swapped clothes and all that, put their hoods on, came out with the flares, went back under, all swapped their clothes about and that, and came out as normal. So it would be impossible to penalise any individual because
That's genius.
You don't know who it was?
Yeah. But they beat Chelsea at the moment. But we beat them when it mattered on the way to winning the Europa League in Baku, beating Arsenal 4-1 in the process.
That was a great game.
Yeah. Beat Arsenal 4-1 in the European final.
Lorenzo
In Azerbaijan.
Got to talk about that more.
says, name 3 players from outside the big 6 clubs that immediately slot into your side and improve your team. I'm going to go Ivan Toney, Evan Ferguson. Yeah, just give me 2.
I'd have that Neto at Wolves, man.
I'll take that. Yeah.
We need a centre-back as well. Bramthwaite, Toney, Ferguson. Give me them. Maybe I'm being greedy with the strikers. Bramthwaite, Evan Ferguson.
Outside the top 6, I'd take Cole Palmer back, Gusto, Petrovic.
What about teams who lost this weekend? Well, we got a reputable point, mate. We got more points than you this weekend.
Yeah, I'll go
we got
Cole
more points than you.
Palmer.
I'll take De Bruyne. Teams that did well this weekend.
Chance, didn't he, at Brentford? He bottled a big chance.
Teams that didn't
7 yards out.
Teams that didn't bottle a massive derby this weekend.
Can we talk about Cole Palmer getting smashed up at the
Bernardo
G-Tech?
Silva, Kevin De Bruyne and Carl Walker.
What happened at the G-Tech under the motorway?
Got a good point.
Next to Westway Power
Got a
League.
good point, mate. Got a good point. And it's far further out than that. That's Ladbroke Grove, man. They're not near there.
G-Tech. It's
Miles
the
out.
G-Tech Stadium.
Don't even have
man.
them as a London club.
It's you got smashed up at the G-Tech.
No, we didn't. We got a valuable point, mate. Resilience. Actual Dizazi, wallop.
We're into the 42nd minute here at the Etihad.
It's called resilience, mate. We were losing and we answered. See, like you could learn something
Watch
from
this.
Chelsea.
After this monologue,
Look, you're losing.
After this soliloquy, we're going to smash
Look,
this in the
you're
cliff.
losing.
Go on. Oh.
Go on, where? What am I looking at? De Bruyne.
De Bruyne's just smashed one.
He should have had a shot from there. Should have had
the
surely De Bruyne has a shot in that circumstance. The ball drops to Kevin De Bruyne on the edge of the box, and he can't have tried a shot there because it's still Bro, look out the window. There goes the football.
What he gets for trying to copy Beckham's curtains.
Looks like he's going to cry.
He's going to cry, yeah. You know when you're really angry and fuming at a ref and that? And they start chanting that. You're going to...
Yeah.
Must get you pissed.
Start crying. You actually cry.
You know you're so angry that you could cry.
Yeah.
Who's a
We've
player
all
that
been
cries on the football pitch? Son? I'm thinking of players
Son
that
cries
cried
a lot.
on the pitch.
I mean,
Like, no matter what happens.
Gaza was a famous one, wasn't it?
Gaza World Cup, but that was after the game, wasn't it?
No, it's during. He got booked.
Yeah.
He got booked and it meant he would miss the final if England got there.
I didn't mind that.
Horrific.
Yeah.
It's not ideal. I didn't mind that from
Yeah, it's Gary Lineker giving it all that, do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, to the bench, innit?
I've forgotten about England for so long, you know. And now we have to start talking about
What year?
England.
Beckham cried as well, didn't he?
What year was
2000, he missed a penalty.
What year was what? Beckham.
Gaza crying.
1990
That's
in
why
in Turin.
I don't remember living through that, obviously. Because
Yeah, it's not in Turin, in the Deli Alpi.
That's going to be a great summer. I'm looking forward to that.
that was the semi against Italy,
West Germany.
West Germany. They would have played Italy in the final.
Played. Yes.
All right.
Should have won that.
Yes. No, played maybe then, maybe Argentina.
Oh, we have to watch the Euros. Oh.
Why are you saying that? I can't wait for the Euros. We're covering it all on the club. Make sure you subscribe.
No,
But obviously, in the sense, I love doing it on the
we
club.
gotta do the
No,
Euros.
but it's so. Do you know how heartbreaking it is? Do you know how bad the
See,
World
my
Cup was
heart
when we
isn't
got
in
smashed by
international
France?
football like that. So
Can I
That's fair
suggest
enough,
something to you as a lifestyle choice?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to do it myself, and maybe we could make a pact and do it together. the world, anybody that's ever bothered listening to me speak.
Oh, fucking.
Well, that is
Smash it.
Oh, it's a good hit.
Oh, that was a good hit.
City
by
are really
Foden.
turning the
It's
screw
so
here.
deep, far too deep.
Few minutes until half time.
1.5 to go.
We'll talk about this in half time. Oh, the ref called it back.
Penalty.
Kobe Mainoo down. I mean, Kobe Mainoo did block. It was a very
Is he
brave
stopped the game for that?
It was a very brave and valiant block.
If it's hit his
hang
head,
on,
if it's hit his head,
I bet it
the Phil
hasn't.
Foden wallop.
If it's hit
his head, you have.
I'll revoke it.
If it's hit his head,
Yeah.
it
Right,
has.
fine,
hit
I'll
his
revoke
head.
it.
And
But
look, he stood up.
I have
and then-
seen referees stop the game for like blows in the abdomen and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Absolutely ridiculous.
No, I agree.
Absolutely
No,
ridiculous.
that's a ping in the head, man.
Yeah, that's
God.
fair enough. But
God. That's concussion, isn't it? Like,
Potentially, yeah.
no, he don't care. He's hard as nails, mate.
It's a diamond in.
we saw it with Liverpool against Forest, didn't they? Stopped the game randomly. They gave the
Pesky
ball back
hands
to
off him.
Liverpool.
Mate, that idiot referee.
He's an idiot. They're all
What do you-
idiots,
What do
man.
you make of that? Because at least 2 minutes passed.
No.
And
that
like,
changes again.
we spoke about how Hudson. I know it does, but Hudson-Odoi had the opportunity to. Was it Hudson-Odoi on the edge?
Hudson-Odoi in the
Go on,
edge.
smash it, smash it.
No. Oh, that's a fantastic pass. Oh, no. Erling Haaland has just spooned it. He's spooned
3
it
yards
over the
out,
bar.
bro. Who is that?
My
Wout
God.
Weghorst.
Oh
That's
my
Wout
God.
Weghorst.
Who's that cart horse? Who's that cart horse up front? Erling
Where's Harry
Haaland, top
Redknapp?
goal scorer.
Sandra Redknapp would have
I
scored
tell
that.
you what, Harry Kane, you should have signed him. Look at that. It's an open
Onside.
goal for
He's
Erling
onside.
Haaland in the
Open
derby.
goal. Miss.
Harder to miss. Phil Foden does brilliantly, picks out Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland comes in at the far post and spoons it, Buvey.
It's one of the worst misses I've ever seen.
Mate, why didn't he
It's
head it?
high. You
Why
can
didn't
say
he head it?
It's high. It's a bit confusing in
I
terms
was
of
right
the
about
height
him.
of it.
All those
Go on,
years
go
ago,
on.
I was right.
How harsh were you on Rashford earlier? Go on.
Yeah.
What do you mean harsh?
Remember how harsh
Yeah,
you were on
come on,
Rashford
come
earlier?
on.
What are you on
just
about?
smashed one
More
into the
words from you,
top
sir.
bin.
I like
More
Marcus
words
Rashford.
from
Where's
you.
embarrassing?
Come on, where's the word embarrassing? Come on, son.
Go on, Diogo.
Go on, Diogo.
Here's what I'm going to say. Erling Haaland, he should do a
Mark
Players
Rashford.
Tribune article now. Players Tribune article saying how he missed that opportunity.
Just look after the ball, United. There's no need to.
Oh, played
That's it, yeah. Go right back here.
me.
Just
If we
get to
lose the
half time.
league to that.
Half time in a couple of minutes. Like, just look after it. Why are they being so aggressive? I don't understand it.
It's a foul then.
That's not a foul.
It's a foul then.
That's not a foul.
Give him a yellow for that.
What?
How's that a foul, man?
City score now. It's such
Shit,
stupid.
he's blocking the ball.
You're allowed.
That's a yellow card.
He's saying sorry, bro.
Saying sorry and slowing it right down. I'm
clever.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, you can't throw it because I'm being nice. Yeah, I'm being really nice, so I'm slowing it down. So you
So
can't.
sorry,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I didn't mean to block you there.
Yeah.
That's the cleverest thing
Yeah.
Scott McTominay's ever done.
Mate,
By the way,
Erling
Arthur
Haaland.
Spooner's back.
Arthur Spooner. Oh yeah.
Who's Arthur Spooner?
Arthur Spooner is one of the greatest comedic creations
Never
ever.
heard of him.
He's in King of Queens.
And
He's
now
a
he's,
he's a grandfather in King of Queens.
He's also your striker.
Ben Stiller's dad. You never watched King of
Arthur
Queens?
Stiller. No, Jerry Stiller.
Jerry Stiller.
Jerry Stiller.
Yeah,
Never heard of
great,
these
great
lads.
actor.
Sorry,
Ben,
lads.
you know
He's
ben
in a few
Stiller.
good things.
I know
man.
Ben
What's his
Stiller,
name?
Ben Stiller's dad, the actor.
Ben Stiller's dad. Oh, he should have scored that, shouldn't he?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, his dad scores. Oi! Bernardo Silva did well there.
2 or 3 more chances to make.
You just need Manchester United really just need to get to half time now. They just really need to stop doing anything. I think United are being too aggressive. It's valiant and it's commendable, but I don't know why they're doing it. They're 1-0 up away from home in a game where they weren't supposed to get anything. Just calm it. See, he's a flat track bully. Scores 5 against Luton and misses open goals against Man United.
What about the 52 he scored last season when we won the treble?
Yeah.
I'm asking you, Royce.
Stop
No, what about
crying.
last season?
Crying.
What about last
You're
season?
crying
What
on
about
a
the
live-
goal against Arsenal last
You sound
season?
like you're going
Mate,
to
you
cry.
sound like
What about the
you're
goals
crying.
against Chelsea last
Mate, you're
season?
crying on a
What
live
about
stream.
what about goals
Mate,
against Chelsea
He's
last season?
crying on a live stream.
You are getting a little bit embarrassing though at the moment. With
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You look like you're
Sound
going to cry.
like you're
Who?
gonna cry.
Me?
You
We're
right.
gonna cry in a minute.
Do you know what Gaza did to Bobby? What Lineker did to Bobby Robson?
Get him
Will,
off. Yeah, Will. keep it on a wide. Don't
Will,
don't cut to me.
That's it.
I'm not crying.
Will, you got to watch him. He's all over the place today.
Oh,
Your
fuck
dreams
me.
die today.
I'm happy with just the FA Cup.
In the
lads.
hands
I don't
of
know why
Johnny
you think we're in a
Evans.
title. Why? When have I ever
You
said
won't
we're
win
in
the
a
FA Cup though. Look at you.
I wanna
You're
win the FA Cup.
You're capitulating.
Are you still in the
You're
FA Cup?
capitulating.
Yeah.
Don't worry about us. We got Leicester at home. They're in big trouble.
They lost to QPR.
Yeah, idiots.
Fucking idiots.
We're
Unforgivable.
blocking everything.
How'd you lose to
Johnny
QPR?
Evans,
At
a
home?
man possessed.
Idiots. Leeds are going to come up champions, I think.
I don't know. They can't make it.
Leeds?
The points.
No,
Shut
mate,
up, Baldy.
Mate, it's gone from 15 to 5 or
Was it
something.
5?
Yeah.
I thought it was like 10.
No. Mate,
What's your manager
it's
doing, bro? He's cracked.
halved in 3 weeks.
Cracked. Look at him.
Look,
He's
he's
cracked.
cracked.
He's cracked, bro. He's cracked.
He's cracked.
Look at this guy. Can't even do anything. Though.
You should have got booked for that ages
No.
ago.
cracking up.
You can't
He's
book a referee.
cracking
You
up.
can't book
He's
him for talking to the
cracking up.
referee.
Go
He's
on,
cracking.
lad.
Pepe's cracking up.
It's half time, lads.
Half.
Bit of sense.
You bit of sense. Okay, half
Half
time.
time.
Oh, look, Guardiola's still
Pep
going.
Guardiola's cracked, bruv.
What is he
Marcus
complaining about?
Cracked.
What's the issue?
What do you think? His team can't hit a barn door with a
I'm
banjo.
asking you, what is it? What is the issue? I can't. What,
He wants to sign
Haaland's
more players. He
missing
wants more
open
money.
nets from
I
3
don't
yards
think-
out.
There's not been what I'm trying to say is there's not been an issue to complain about, is there?
Exactly. His team's missing.
Well, I'm asking you.
sitters.
I'm asking you. For you. No,
He's your
I'm asking
manager.
you for your fucking
He's your
input.
manager.
I
Come
think,
on then, give us something, man.
I
I'm giving a lot of
I
input.
think
So
the-
is Rory, but you'll just keep crying.
Yeah, you
That's
do
all we
keep
can
going.
hear.
I
Come
think,
on,
I think Guardiola's probably very frustrated about the Haaland miss. I can't really see what else. Let's actually try and think about this now. Why is Pep Guardiola infuriated at the half time? It's as if he was imploring the referees.
Was he
assistants
upset to
to make
stop the game for Maino?
That's what I thought.
Maybe.
That's what I thought.
Maybe.
Yeah. But it's ridiculous.
Head injuries, Pep.
Maybe.
Come on, son.
But we don't know that it's that. Like I'm trying. If it's the Maino thing, Pep Guardiola has
But we've
no.
seen, much like the best managers, Fergie, Pep,
Yeah.
whoever you want, Klopp.
He goes irrational and he loses his temper.
When you're
in a
losing,
yeah.
everything is a problem. Right?
Yeah, agreed.
Everything, every little thing, and he does. Remember when I said
Yeah.
we can't? I say we. We're not even involved in title race. But the Premier League itself can't see City toppled. I know it happened with Liverpool once, but if it's just one team going for them,
Yeah.
there's a sense of inevitability. You know, with two, and they can feel them breathing down their next two teams.
Yeah.
Going Liverpool scoring late yesterday.
what-
Arsenal got Sheffield United tomorrow. Pep's stressing, bro. I told
gotta
you this
play
is a
both
must
of them.
win.
And,
Gotta
and
play
then,
both
and then
as
he's
well.
looking. He's two big game players this season. The two players that are supposed to rescue these situations. The two players whose job it is to find the back of the net. Phil Foden has missed, by his lofty standards, an absolute sitter. And Erling Haaland, I mean, I don't think I'm articulate enough to actually do justice to the dreadful approach that he had. Not only did he miss a sitter, but he got it all wrong. His body shape was all wrong. He went with his foot when a header was easier, and it was a completely open goal in a Manchester derby. And the fact that he's missed that, the fact that Foden has missed the second best chance of the game, is obviously going to irate Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, it is. It is. I felt like the City goal was inevitable during that, and I still feel like it is. But you know, when they keep missing chances and they keep missing the chances, and you see Pep like that, that's either going to fire you lot on to just batter us in the second half, or everything's going to feel like the end of the world for those City players at half time. You know, if man's just roasting them,
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
so you're
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
like, oh my God, this is what we
I
feared.
think he'll handle it well. I think he'll play to the emotion of the event. And the issue is, I know it's a trope in football. We talk about derbies, and derbies can always be weird results because of the emotion of the game. But Man United beat us with Paul Pogba and Chris Smalling, and we were 2-0 up in that game, I think it was, or at least 2-1. So yeah, it's frustrating.
Super Chat legally got to read it. Big Daz says Buvey's going to be slumped on a park bench with a bottle of cider if this carries on like this.
I'm not drinking until middle of March. So what can I do? What can I
So
do?
does that mean we're actually going to get a drinking with you at the end of the month?
Yeah, of course.
That's something to look forward to, isn't it? Isn't it, Raw?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else as well is something to look forward to. End of the season, we'll be playing against Pitchside in the Super 6. What is it? Super 6 playoff, we'll call it. What are we going to call it?
The Champions League final.
The Super 6 final. At the end of the season. And you lot could be playing for us. Yeah. Make sure you're getting involved with Super 6. The link's in the description below. At the moment, I'm on for a cool 15 points because I predicted 1-0 to Manchester United in this game. And I've also got 5 correct results in the other games. But if you get 6 correct scores in Super 6, you could win £250,000. And over the next few weeks, it's going to be climbing to 500,000, 750,000. Then potentially $1 million if we do not have a winner of Super 6 over the next couple of weeks. So now's the time to be getting involved. And as I said, we've got our own league as well. Club 23 is the code. If you're in our league, then you're in with a chance of winning a £100 classic football shirts voucher every single week for finishing top of our league, but also in with a chance of playing for the Club FC at the end of the season. We cannot wait for that. We got so much coming up as well on this channel over the next couple of weeks. Not only do we have the podcast out every Monday and almost daily videos, so much coming up. So make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, please, on the channel right now. And yeah, man, lads, half time. Not long till second half kicks off. We've got 7 minutes. Someone commented that I should enjoy this while it lasts. How do you see the rest of the game going?
Yeah, he's probably right. he's probably right. You should make the most of it. However, I think we've seen that Manchester United have an answer. They have a way of threatening Manchester City, and I don't think it's definitely going to be an issue for Manchester United moving forward. Manchester United can definitely score a second goal. So Man City need to be incredibly wary of that, whilst they need to be adventurous themselves. I think the Manchester United have been basically perfect that half. Like they got everything right. I think they got a little bit adventurous.
There was a
but
few
in
of
a
the
way
moments
that's
we could have done
commendable.
better with, isn't there?
There were a few. I mean, Marcus Rashford could have potentially scored a second. You know, there were two chances. One where he headed it. One where he headed it into his path and he didn't quite get it right. I think he was trying to take it across Kyle Walker. And had he got that right, you'd back Rashford to score from that because his pace, even with Walker pursuing him, I think his pace would be a match for Walker. And then the other chance kind of came to him off the back of a cross. It came to him at the far post and he just got his shot all wrong. But Manchester United, I think the priority, as much as it's valiant, and I do admire Ten Hag's approach to keep going for a second goal, and maybe some would argue in the comments that you have to do that against City. There were a couple of moments where I just thought, why Manchester United being so adventurous here? There was a moment where it was, was it Johnny Evans? He's like brought the ball out as if he's Franz Beckenbauer.
Yeah.
He's brought the ball out and continued to run into the penalty box.
Bauer.
Yeah, I mean, Ricardo Carvalho would do that for Chelsea when we were good and 3-0 up.
Also, Johnny Evans does that when he's
up.
25 years old.
Yeah.
Doing it now when you're 35 is a bit different. But I think there were times where we could have broke like that. Although I do agree with you. Once he made that pass, please don't run down to the corner flag. Right? Just chill
but I
out
suppose if you score from that, which is possible, Manchester United have had...
We're getting the overloads, aren't
they haven't had a chance as clear-cut as either Foden or Haaland's chance, actually. But they've had some very good half chances that if the ball breaks a little bit differently, if it bounces slightly differently, if the touch goes slightly differently, Manchester United score a second. And that's when Buvey will cry. Because as things stand, the longer that it stays like this, Manchester United... Look, you've done well, it's fine.
He did it.
Manchester United can still win this game. I think if Man City score, particularly if they score early...
Hang on. Buvey's just watching his Haaland chance again.
State of that.
I know. For the people at home that haven't seen it, can you explain it to them and then explain your thoughts?
Well, it's simple, innit? The ball comes in, there's a ball, and then there's two posts, and you're meant to put the ball between the posts, and we've spent 65 million quid on the best striker I've seen at the club since Sergio Aguero, and he's put it over the bar. That's what's happened.
That felt very sarcastic.
What did he do there, though? He just got his body shape.
You know what? He's done it a few times. There's a couple of headers earlier in the season.
It's because he's a lummox. It's because I think because he's quite ungainly. You know, somebody like Aguero just headers that. Whereas I don't know why Erling Haaland has tried to get over the ball in order.
But in football, if I ping a ball into you and I misplace the pass, I ping it there.
Yeah,
it can be. You know, when it's between your head and your foot. You can't quite near it, and you can't quite. It was an awkward height. It's not an excuse. He should score it a million%.
I agree, it's awkward because it's neither. It's. You could argue foot. He would argue foot. I would argue head.
You've got down.
You've got to go. I think you've got to go with your head in that situation.
Of course, yeah, you're spot on.
You've got to go with your head.
I'm just trying to think. If I'm him, I'm similar height to Erling Haaland and build as well. Actually,
would you have gone with your head?
The way that was fired into me, I don't think I would have had time to react.
Fired. It was a Phil Foden cushioned header back. Not fired, is it? It's a cushion header from Phil Foden back across the D.
My understanding was that it looked quick coming at him and he couldn't make the right decision. That's why he's ballooned it over.
In terms of, look, it's an incredibly highly pressured situation. You're playing in a derby at home with so much at stake. Of course, he's pressured. But when you're saying it's fired into him, on the context of being a professional footballer, that's delicate.
In reality, I shouldn't have even questioned it, Ross. You're right. There is no debate. He should have scored the goal. It remember that Scottish striker? He played for Wolves.
Hang on,
Kenny Miller.
No, it was he's Scottish, big guy. He missed an open net. It's one of the worst misses in my life.
Iwelumo.
Do you remember the miss? Do you remember the miss? Euros qualifiers, I think.
Iwelumo.
Oh my, it's one of the worst.
We've seen some of the greatest players ever miss. I remember Ronaldo missed one, which rolled out to him against Middlesbrough, I think.
Oh no, it happened.
Just got underneath it.
It bubbled,
It happened. I mean, the great Ronnie Rosenthal. That was the
players
miss.
Miss him.
That was the miss, wasn't it?
Haaland misses a lot.
Ronnie Rosenthal at Anfield against
do you remember that
Villa?
first? I know it was very early and it was one game, but after you played Liverpool in the Community Shield, and everyone was like, Rory was beginning to look right.
Yeah, Haaland. Yeah. At Villa Park, wasn't it?
No.
Was it Villa Park?
No, it was the KP.
Was it Leicester?
Leicester
was
City,
it? Yeah.
You know, it'd be really funny if you despite all the goals, just stuck to the
I have
doubled down on Haaland being crap.
But
now what you do is you quote
mathematically impossible.
Those videos of those opportunities.
I was right.
Look,
my next my next YouTube video. Why I was right about Haaland. Yeah, thumped it in a thumbnail like that.
But do you know why it's impossible though? He's on 79
if this game
laps.
stays like this, we can make the ball the Premier League trophy and Haaland just kicking it over.
It's all very well, right, to score 5 against Luton, but the reason that you're signed is for that moment, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, I'm not.
But it's too early to then say he's not going to have.
No, he could score a hat trick this half.
Yeah, of course.
He could score a hat trick this half, and it wouldn't even be that surprising for him to do so.
But there is you are touching on a narrative that will exist with football fans that he doesn't score enough. He scored against every side he's faced in the Premier League. He scored against Bayern Munich in the Champions League.
It's similar to the Darwin Nunez argument in that you criticise their finishing. They score a lot of goals, but you criticise their finishing because they get into so many areas to have chances. A lot of them they make themselves, but they miss them as well. Got a few super chats. Let's get through them. Not bad for a fat guy. Says, is the first 15 minutes of the second half make or break for City? United notoriously start the second half slow, or will it go down to the wire, Booth?
I think it'll be a snatch and grab like Chelsea, and I hope we've got a little bit more in us to score 2 in the final 15 minutes.
I don't think it's quite as dramatic as that. Like, I quite like that super chat that suggests that it's all about the first 15 minutes of the half.
It's not.
No, Manchester City are totally capable of scoring 2 goals against Manchester United in the last 8 minutes of the game.
Last 15, yeah.
Yeah.
Mords with the super chat says, who's going to win the FA Cup midway prediction?
We'll go for Chelsea, shall we? I mean, that makes sense.
Oh, I don't know. I think it'll be Man City.
The winner of Man United versus Liverpool will win it, and that's going to be, as I said earlier, Manchester United.
Would that be enough for Man United?
5th, considering the way the season's gone, yeah.
Considering,
no, but as football fans,
to be a manager that's won back-to-back seasons with trophies.
I'm sure if I was chatting to you
it wouldn't be what we
Crystal
wanted
Palace,
at the start
you would have
of
said
the
it was
season.
great. But I'm saying for Man United as a collective, for the owners.
But you got to put context into things.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
I think it'd be a great win.
If Man United end the season with 5th, like you suggested, 5th in an FA Cup, I think that's bloody fantastic.
Van Gaal won it, and he got sacked.
I mean, I wouldn't agree with that.
With Ratcliffe being...
Remember, at the beginning of the season, Manchester United had 4 trophies that they could win. They were only in 4. To win the 3rd best of the 4,
it's not a bad win.
It's not a bad return.
No,
and Adam's right, back-to-back seasons
it's
with
still
trophies.
not nearly enough, is it, for the owners?
No, but it's not.
But people get very greedy. Do you know when Chelsea had Conte as manager? We won the league in his first year. And then people would talk about Chelsea's terrible second season, the disaster, Conte's second season, nightmare. That year, we finished 5th and won the FA Cup, beating Jose Mourinho's Man United in the final. Hindsight now has taught us. At the time, we were greedy. Hindsight, I'd give anything for that.
Yeah, of course.
Beat Man United in a final.
yeah, of course.
Sergey Lopez says, where does that rank in Manchester derby goals will probably have more weight in the discussion if United can win? Yeah, because Rooney's goal against Barcelona was one of my favourite Champions League goals ever, but it's forgotten because we lost the final.
Yeah.
So you're right. If we win this game, that's up there with the best.
Yeah.
Rooney's will still edge it for me.
Sean Goethe.
His goals weren't particularly great though, were they? Milano's was good if I remember.
I think the best
Giovanni.
The best is Rooney's bicycle. Like,
yeah.
I don't think
Aguero had a really good one.
Samir Nasri.
One, yeah.
No, mate. The best is Rooney's bicycle because you could argue that Rooney's bicycle kick is the best Premier League goal ever, let alone the best derby goal ever.
Yeah. Rank who you want to win the league. I assume this is for me and Rory because Buvey's is kind of obvious, but we'll let Buvey do it as well. City, Arsenal, Liverpool. Mine's is Arsenal first. I'd rather Arsenal win the league. Then, of course,
you were saying that a few weeks ago.
What?
Then
Arsenal
City,
to win the league,
Liverpool.
To win it, or who I want to win it? Very different.
Yeah, but Adam's not saying he wants Arsenal to win the league.
That's rank
out of
you
those
want.
3.
Literally,
because
want.
if Liverpool win it, they're 20-all. If City win it, it's 4 in a row.
Will?
I think.
But mate,
City
it's not
will win
your. You didn't put the super chat in. Fez T did.
I think City will win it. I want Arsenal out of those 3 to win it.
I desperately want Man City to win the league. Desperately. After that, I want Liverpool, and then I want.
The reason I say City
Mate,
more
you
than
don't
Liverpool.
want Arsenal to win the league because you love the fact that it's been 20 years.
I can't have City or.
Don't you want Liverpool to win it so we're not too far away from you in terms of the amount of Premier League titles you've won?
No.
Does that not matter? I know it's a ridiculous argument.
It's not a bad
That
shout.
only matters when you've got.
Because Liverpool got 2 league titles.
With Liverpool, we don't want to lose it.
Do you know those things?
Because
right?
you'll never catch up.
I remember going to. I remember being at Old Trafford one year. And when you're walking along, you're in your segregated thing, they're in their segregated thing, and there's a line of police between you. I remember this Man United fan really digging me out, and he kept going like that to me 20 times. And I was like, mate, I don't care. The only person who cares about 20 times, that works twice a season when you play Liverpool home and away. Yeah. The only people who get on board with your 20 times thing is Liverpool. It's huge in that conversation. But you're talking to a Chelsea fan who was delighted that we'd won it once. and can remember very vividly a situation where we won one league title ever.
They're
Shouting
abstract
20 at me,
arguments, aren't
shouting this one 20 at me means nothing.
It's like in big games when there's a tail of the tapes graphic. It's like Barcelona have beaten Real Madrid 115 times. It's kind of like doesn't matter.
Super chat from Damien Harris for Buvey. We're going to try and I don't know why I'm doing this, but seeing as I read out the ones that are aimed at ruffling Buvey's feathers, we'll read this one. Hey Buvey, fellow City fan here. I hit 2 numbers on the roulette last night. Don't worry about the first half. We'll smash these lot in the end.
2 numbers.
He's probably right.
What, he's bet on 2 individual numbers?
I imagine that he means he's bet once and hit, and he needed an 8 and it came, and then he's bet again and he's hit and he's done it again.
All I can say, the house is always the winner.
Man.
The house is always the winner with roulette.
Is always the winner. We're about to kick off. Bruno Fernandes has got us underway. Come on, United. Remember, we're sponsored by Super 6. Thank you very much to Super 6 for sponsoring the club. We absolutely love them and we love playing. And right now, I'm on for 15 points. Yeah.
Here we go.
And I'm back.
Huge game coming up here. And John Stones is immediately down. We're 18 seconds into the half. And John Stones is down, holding his head, suggesting that he knows it's bad. I know he's saying, give me a minute. That looked like a good sign, Buvey.
I thought he asked for the...
No. I think the ref went, do you need a stretcher? He put his hand up like that and went, give me a minute.
He's landed on his...
Do we get a yellow for that on Tommy? I'm just throwing a question.
You're one of the weirdest guys ever. You
never want it.
You ask why they're checking for a valid penalty.
You call the game so soft, and then you ask for cards for things that are just like...
I'll take it back. I don't want a yellow card.
Why are they checking that?
John Stones is up as well,
in the face.
Yeah, John Stones is up.
That's a foul.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Come on then. Ref.
What are you fucking...
What? No, hold on to him, Lindelof, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
You can't even...
Have a fair game.
Ruffled.
United are cheats. Always have been.
Yeah.
They're the only side that had a guy on the refereeing board.
Are we going to start talking about cheating?
You had a guy on the refereeing board.
Are you going to do this again?
You know Fergie had an insider spy on the PGMOL.
We know Rory hates it when you do this.
In the comments, you had a spy on the refereeing board in the early 2000s. That's the fact.
What do you make of
represented?
Why are you trying to wind me up? What serious debate? What do you make of Mark Clattenburg working for Forest?
It's absolutely...
He did a press conference.
Yeah, it's disgraceful.
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
I mean, I worked with Mark Clattenburg fairly recently, and the man is just so money hungry. Like, honestly, I've never known anything like openly. Sort of told everything that he said, he'd caveat it by going, "But look at my watch." But honestly, like do you know,
like a rapper,
mate. I swear. Do you know what Mark Clattenburg had the possibility of being, and he chose to not do it? You know, in terms of like legacy, in terms of like your career, in terms of being the best, he had the opportunity to be the only and first, and therefore only English referee to have done an Olympics final, a Champions League final, a European final, a Europa, like all of them, right?
Big ones, yeah.
All the big ones, including the World Cup final in Moscow. Assuming that England didn't make it to that final, Mark Clattenburg was due to be the ref in 2018. So England didn't make...
Clattenburg was due to be the World Cup final ref.
Yeah. But he had the decision to make. Saudi offered him some money. And they went, look, do you want to come out here and work? You won't be able to be England's nomination for the referee at the World Cup. And he was like, I kind of want to do the World Cup final, but all right, how much? And he went off and did and he told me, he was just like this is off camera, like we're not mates. I'm just sitting there. I was like, so how are you? How's your journey? Just was like, the money. So the fact that Forest have come along and there's a job for him, there's no way that he's not taking that opportunity. No.
Forest have put themselves in a really awkward position. The way their owner was coming down on the touchline was really, really poor. I'm probably on football YouTube, whatever that means, I'm the most hateful of referees in the modern game. I think they're absolutely shocking.
Is that your gimmick?
Lads. Oh, yes.
But I'd still say...
your gimmick, yeah?
No, it's not my
gimmick. I hate referees the most.
No. It shouldn't matter.
You may know me. My name's Buvey. I hate refs.
But I do go on about them a lot. I know
hater.
I do. I tweet about it a lot. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. I shouldn't have to. But the owner going on from Forest
it's not good enough from Lindelof, man.
Great block by Evans.
It was bad when the owner going on the touchline.
Terrible.
So poor.
Terrible.
Because you're the owner of one of the oldest clubs in the country, two-time European.
Wasn't it weird that you
club.
had IFAB? Was it Howard Webb, who's like head of IFAB, sat there with Mark Clattenburg, who works for Forest?
Yeah,
it's all cheats, bias, rubbish.
Weird,
they're all cowards, man.
But also on the other hand, you go. I've seen how Forest did it because their manager was going to go speak.
Lay it off. Give it him. First time. Oh,
Oh, great
played
hand,
Onana.
Onana. Bloody hell.
Great save, yeah.
Great hand, because I think Phil Foden had an open goal.
What was
there.
that?
Do you know what?
No.
If in doubt, kick it out. I
Yeah,
know he
yeah.
wasn't trying to do that, but I'd rather that
That's
than he
true.
tries
Yeah,
to
yeah,
find
yeah.
feet and
Miss
end
it.
up giving the ball away.
Yeah.
Also, he did well to get that then,
Yeah.
Evans. Kind of got a yard.
Pins Varane, beautiful.
Foden's going to score that.
That's
That's
a great
brilliant from
little
Onana.
touch, yeah.
Absolutely brilliant, yeah. He's had a good game, Onana, you know.
He's been our man of
Been
the
about
match so far.
time.
Yeah, really good game.
But he's been good in the league. The league
a
has
big
been.
word.
I say the league particularly because that's where like Champions League it cost us massively, but in the league he's been all right.
Yeah.
Man City are turning the screw
Beaten
here.
now,
United are
beaten.
going to have to do something.
Falling
It's a
back
great
goals.
cross as well.
Just a bit too. That's
Un-
where you need a Haaland there. rather
United
than
need to
Silva.
wake up a touch.
They're too deep too early.
They're too deep too early.
They need an
I completely
outball.
agree. I completely agree. The game needs to be played 10 yards further up the pitch. Like, I think Manchester United can let City have the ball, but not on the final third, which
Yeah,
is where they
yeah,
have it at the
yeah.
moment. You've done one of these away from home, Adam. Have you been in that away in there?
A long time ago. Yeah. Rooney
Is it good?
done.
Is it good?
Rooney on.
Rooney. Remember you scored two on goals.
Did they beat you?
No,
you beat them.
We won. Yeah, Rooney.
He had a great.
It was either
record
Rooney
against City.
scored or there were, one was an own goal and one was Rooney, but they both was shots by Rooney.
And what did it finish? 2-0?
2-0, yeah.
We might be his best ever club to play against.
that's the way I've done the least in terms of regular
Yeah.
aways. That and Anfield is just
Just difficult for tickets.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
getting duck's teeth.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Come on.
But Anfield I've done one many years ago with my dad, and then the most recent one I did where Rooney scored 1-0.
Oh, I remember that. Up at the Cop, in front of the Cop, when he runs to the Cop and celebrates like
No,
that.
no, that's in the black. It wasn't at that one. That was 05.
Right.
One about it was Van Aal era.
Right.
We had white shirts.
I remember that. Yeah.
Not Matter.
No.
No,
I wish.
Not Matter.
I wish.
Yeah,
That
the
away was
bicycle
amazing.
kick. Yeah.
Oh fucking hell.
Garnacho goes here. If Garnacho didn't do Rashford any favours there.
Yeah, he ran out of play.
running
No, but that
Ran
wasn't
out of play.
Rashford's fault. Garnacho stopped it. Garnacho
he
needed
stop
to
the
make
run?
the decision. Yeah.
Could he have made the back?
I think
pass?
we also benefit from a view that
Matt
I
Rashford
don't
doesn't
think
have.
Rashford does
Yeah.
have. Can't see that.
Yeah, that's possibly true.
Oh, the touch is fucking shit, man.
Haaland, man.
Fucking
Look at
rubbish.
him trying to tackle. He's like a horse. Long legs.
Oh.
All
Came out
over
long
the
legs.
place. I swear, he's like, you nutmeg. You know, if I had a football and I was trying to nutmeg the horse, I'd just knock it for his legs and run round. That's what you do to him.
I wouldn't play football with a horse because he might. What if he kicks out?
Would you play football?
If you run around the horse and he kicks out, you
No,
might get
never,
concussed.
never, ever fuck with a horse. I'm not
Yeah, but-
suggesting for 1 second
No.
that you don't. Oh,
Mate,
God, Casemiro.
Casemiro's rolling back the years.
You know.
You're offside, Garnacho. I think
Yeah,
somebody
badly
to
as well.
Yeah.
let you know.
Badly.
He's got to just calm down. Oh,
Look, the Manchester United static, so static.
boring, isn't it?
Nice. Garnacho, go. This switch now. There you go.
Oh, what a pass that is from Kobe Mainoo. I think he might
Massively,
be the
but
best
massively
central
overhit.
midfielder of all time.
Massively overhit, but like, but okay.
Yeah, went for a throw in there.
Yeah, Rashford should have been going on
Iniesta.
goal. He's ended up in the City away,
Yeah, no.
home end. Yeah,
Iniesta played his 1,000th game this
Is it
week.
1,000?
Yeah, crazy.
What an icon.
Never got a red card.
Just on the back of you bringing up 1,000th game, this is Ten Hag's 100th game, and I think he has the best winning ratio out of any of them.
What
From first
post Fergie? Post Fergie.
100, yeah.
Is that because
Post-
Fergie's
post-
May
first few
even
years were so
include
poor?
Fergie in that.
Oh right.
Is that because
It's
Fergie
like
struggled in his
60%
first years?
win rate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be down to that. All right, guys, we can see the 115s in the chat. You can relax now. Buvey's not even seeing them, so you're only winding me up.
To me.
You're only winding
me.
me up.
You know.
Give us something else to chat about.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I know what I want to talk to you two about. I was reading about a brilliant derby. You know the Hamburg St. Pauli derby.
yeah, yeah.
They're going to play each other in May,
They don't have
and
a pirate flag.
and that's St. Pauli. Yeah.
The brown one.
And it's not about the fact that it's a port, Hamburg. I assumed because Hamburg the city is like one of the biggest ports in Europe. I thought the pirate flag was about that,
Yeah.
but it isn't. It's like a homage to squatters and things like that. They're very
It's a political derby,
yeah.
isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Less,
St. Pauli's more of a
St.
liberal.
Pauli definitely political.
Oh,
yeah, I don't
yeah.
think Hamburg are particularly political, but St. Pauli definitely are. But anyway, they're going to play each other, and it's going to
How's
pretty
that
much
not-
be a playoff to get
Sorry,
back
lad.
to the
Yeah,
Bundesliga.
yeah, yeah.
To get back into the Bundesliga.
There's a great
I reckon we should
documentary on
go.
Copa 90.
I reckon we should go.
Yeah, with
St.
Ellie.
Pauli versus Hamburg. the winner will, or maybe they both end up
How's
going
that
up.
not a foul?
But they're going to go up to the
ball.
Bundesliga. And it's a championship game over there, so we'll end up getting tickets easy enough.
I would love
think we
to
should
go, Rory. Why don't we just do a trip?
Let's go to Hamburg.
Come
I
on,
do
man.
think we should do more of that stuff.
Should we
Like,
go to
film our
Let's
little
go to
trips and that.
Hamburg, St. Pauli.
Go to games, do stuff like that. Chat. One or two of us can go chat to one group of fans. The others can go.
Why don't we go to
I'm going
Ashton Gate?
Hamburg.
Let's go to Ashton Gate
I'm
and have
not
a
going
little
there.
cider.
Don't want to go there.
But one of us can go. One
Why?
of us can go corporate.
Why did you frown then?
One of us goes
On those
corporate. One of us
beautiful
goes
parts of
home.
the
One of
world.
us goes away.
Yeah. I'm
That's
going
beautiful.
to Hamburg, St. Pauli. And I'm
Can I
sitting in the
come?
Hamburg away end.
I'll go in St.
I want to
Pauli.
go to a game in Argentina. That's on my bucket list.
Yeah, but mate,
Boca.
it's,
Played Everton.
Flights-
That's
for me, the
very clever.
flights
You're never gonna
over
get
there.
a foul given for that. But
do you know how
it's
much
just-
ocean there is to
No, but
Argentina?
also, I think we have to set obtainable goals. I think what you have to do is go, right, rather than going, let's go to Argentina, which possibly doesn't happen.
Yeah, so I said Bristol.
We go,
You-
I reckon, obtainable goals. Yeah, but that doesn't happen because it's boring.
It's not boring.
I don't want to go to watch Bristol play football, mate. Why do I want to do that?
Come on,
If
United.
he finds Rashford here, and he has,
Carl Walker smashed
cut
him
across
up there.
Walker.
That's not a foul. Get up, man.
Foul, mate.
Get up.
How is this ref not
Soft
giving me these
prick.
fouls?
Soft.
I don't
No,
think
it's
that
not a
is-
foul.
Second one now,
It's not
bro.
a foul,
I don't think
man.
that's a
Why
foul.
does he
Not
go
a
down there
foul.
then if that's
He's
not a
soft
foul?
as
It's
shit.
the second one.
He's soft
Carl
as
Walker's got
shit.
away with 2 fouls.
No, it's
bro.
not a foul, man.
Do you feel like the referee
Maybe
has
the
to do
first one.
something there, though, Booth? Do you feel like the referee has to either book Walker or book Rashford? It's something.
You could argue they're coming together, but there's no way that's a foul.
But if it's coming together, then it's a foul
That's
because
light,
Carl
innit?
Walker's
It's
never getting the
light.
ball.
It's light.
I don't know.
You want Rashford to be firm there, be strong.
Scored off the back of the foul.
Get him!
Oh my god.
Oh!
Oh my
What
god. Phil
a
Foden has
strike,
scored,
Phil
by the way. Phil
Foden.
Foden has scored. The score is 1-0. A remarkable goal from Foden. A fantastic goal. And it's obviously controversial because Marcus Rashford looked like he was through on goal. There was a coming together with Carl Walker. Carl Walker's.
Second foul he's missed.
It was potentially a foul, but Manchester City
way.
won't care because it's 1-0.
Look at this. Oh my
Two
days.
very
Beautiful
similar
goal from
goals.
Foden.
man.
Look at this.
Foden
Takes
again,
it,
man.
smashes it. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh,
God, that's a
what a
good hit.
finish.
Great
Two
goal.
great goals
My
this game.
God, that's a good hit. Right into the
Wow.
opposite, rifled into the
Who's tracking him? Should we do better there?
Lindelof.
Lindelof
again.
should be
How many
coming
times
quicker
are we going
there.
to talk about Lindelof being used?
Soft, and he's so soft.
Playing out of
Lindelof.
position, so I feel a bit
No,
harsh on him.
mate.
Playing
At least the
No,
midfielder.
it
Where's
doesn't matter.
Kobe?
That's a great goal,
It's a
mate.
great. Because Nana's been amazing today. No one's getting to that.
No,
Phil Foden's having an underrated season.
I don't think it's underrated.
I think
Everybody's-
people aren't-
everybody's
aren't-
aware of it.
I
Look,
don't
look. This
know.
is the coming together. Does Walker foul? Yeah, he does.
That's
It's a foul.
It's a foul.
Mate, he takes his legs. 100% foul. I didn't think
It's
it
a
was.
foul.
I didn't think it
It's a
was. We've
blatant
just seen a replay.
Let me watch
but
it again. I'm not
you
trying to wind you up.
No, the legs. Watch the knees. Marcus Rashford can't stay on his feet
Referees
because
are fucking disgrace.
they're coming together. It's 100% a foul.
And it's the second one in like a minute he's
Makes
missed
it
on
better.
Rashford.
makes it
by
better
Walker.
for you. Yeah, makes it even better.
The second one he's missed.
But
Because he
that-
missed one, and then there was like a coming together between the United player, and he gave the City man the foul straight away.
Mm.
Then like a minute later, he misses that one. Refs are crap. For someone that goes on about refs, very quiet at the moment.
It's soft, Adam. It is soft.
It's not soft at all.
It is a soft. Of
I
all
don't
the fouls in the
think- I
world that
don't
we can
think
argue, it's
Rashford-
soft.
I don't think Rashford can stay on his feet once there's been. You know when you're moving at that pace.
I've not seen the leg. I just see a touch on the arm, and he's not
I
carried
think
on the
if you
run.
watch the knee, I think Walker's knee touches Rashford's knee, which means Rashford's first knee touches his second one. He goes over.
What's going on? Oh.
Blue. Onana
Blue
could,
flag.
Onana could sort that out.
Look,
Nah, I don't.
kick it.
He could kick it off, couldn't he?
A player's told not to touch stuff like that.
Maybe. I was going to say we don't need to get the fight because the geezer comes on with a
Just
sandpit,
launch it
doesn't
back
he?
in the crowd.
You seen him? Geezer comes on in a
actually seen
minute.
that
Geezer
somewhere.
comes
Where
on
have I
with
seen
geezer
that?
comes on now
Fire,
with
yeah,
a, like a
sand bucket from a
sandpit.
petrol station.
Yeah,
at
geezer
this,
comes
look at
on with a
this.
sandpit.
Oh,
It's a
some
beautiful
goal.
goal.
Is it better than Rashford's
Because
goal?
he's cutting away from it.
They're both fantastic.
Rashford's first time hit though.
That's better. It is. slightly
Rashford's
better.
more difficult, I think.
Look at the hit.
Phil Foden under far more pressure though.
Maybe. Yeah.
Phil Foden's being tackled, isn't
And then when
he?
you get to push
They're
it
both
in and
beautiful
cut on
goals.
it.
they're
Yeah.
both beautiful goals.
God, what a hit. Phil's been amazing this
Good
season.
scenes,
man.
good scenes, good
Amazing.
celebrations in the city and there.
What a player he is. Has to be starting for England at the Euros.
In what position though? That's the tricky thing.
He's one of those that you can play anywhere.
I think
He
this
can
is
play
this is a
absolutely anywhere.
testament to how brilliant this England squad are. I don't think he does have to start.
I think you put him on the left. Put him on the left. I know it's
But
not
that's
position
out
now.
of position, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Alvarez.
everything's out of position really because he can't play in. Bellingham has to start ahead of him.
Bellingham
That's what
has to start in that position. You can't move Saka.
But people criticise Phil Foden. Oh, how can Iniesta, Xavi, and Busquets play in midfield? I know it's a ridiculous comparison. I'm not saying the same level. Why can't we have a midfield of Foden, Rice, and Bellingham? People say that we
Too
can't do that. Yeah, but
because we haven't got we haven't got
Rice-
Gerard Piqué at the back.
But Rice plays. Yeah, but we've got John Stones.
Yeah, but we don't have
That's ridiculous,
Colin
isn't
Boyle.
it? But we've got Carl Walker for pace. They were limited in their right back.
Maybe, but I don't think we have an aspirational manager like that, an adventurous.
I know. It shouldn't be that way.
Oh my god, I thought that.
Yeah, I thought he was going to smash that Jagielka style.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Manchester United are really going to have to display some major resilience here because it's half an hour now. Half an hour of wave after wave of attack. Great goal.
But we can't draw the game.
It's been a great game, a cracking game.
Have to win the game.
You do have to win it from now as well. You've got half hour at home.
Yeah.
Like, if you scored that goal in the last minute, good point.
Yeah.
Score it with half an hour to go at home. I think you need to beat Manchester United now.
Huge game.
Yeah, it's has there been a consensus? Have you seen any comments, Adam? Are people generally agreeing that it was a foul?
Can we do a poll in the
Yeah,
chat?
we'll get a poll going for the foul. Was it just if
there's more United fans watching this?
Was it a foul on Marcus Rashford on the build-up? Just was it a foul on Marcus Rashford? Oh look, the inflatable bananas are up.
It's always a good sign when that happens. Go on.
Well done, Anana, man.
He's been really good.
Been fantastic today.
I'm seeing a lot of comments that agree with you, Buvey. Not a foul, wasn't a foul. How's it a foul? It's laughable.
I think it's really soft.
I just thought the knees made it impossible for Rashford to stand up, but maybe I'm wrong. Never a foul, didn't touch him. Okay, that's not true.
That's not true, is it? Come on. What's he doing now?
Piss off, ref. You've been bending over for these blue twats all day, you knob. Fucking hell. We're shit as it is. You don't need to give him a fucking extra man advantage. Fuck's sake.
Still going well, though, Ad. Still
116 there for you, looking at this ref.
Come on, man. Whip it in. Let's get a second now. Third. We got 6 last time, didn't we? 6, 2 double hat, 2 hat tricks.
What was the score earlier this season? 3?
3 on it, yeah. Yeah. Gets harder to remember as the years roll.
I know, they all merge, don't they? They all merge. Yeah.
6-1. I've sort of forgotten all the Manchester
They do
derbies,
merge. I know what you mean.
You blur into one more memory.
Rashford scored some bangers, that just the 2 at the Emirates and this one here. Must be annoying, when you score goals like that and you fucking go and lose the games.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a world he could have stayed up on his feet?
I need to see it again.
Whether he's gone down soft or not, it's a foul.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter whether he could have stayed on his feet. He got fouled.
Yeah.
It's the be all and end all.
Do you know what? Yeah. I when we saw that replay, it looked God sitting knocking it about really well here. Man United got to be so careful. This is a wonderful move. If this ends in a goal.
Bernardo Silva. Oh, wrong ball.
God, United, they've got to get rid of it when they win it.
Their legs must be, killing.
That's not a good pass. That's Kevin De Bruyne, man.
Really not had a good game today.
Really poor because you were pushing them. They were, and then
hit something with pace.
Hit him in the CP. Oh, Guardiola, he's got a row booked. He's meeting the
a CP. What's that?
It's the top he's got on a CP company top.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
He loves it. He loves all the Stone Island and that. Doesn't he? I love that.
So we got
you
Chelsea
sent yesterday.
The kid. Chelsea have got a banner for the CP company, but made it Cole Palmer.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that kid, man. I don't want your shirt.
Yeah.
I just want you to fight for ours. And he's like head to toe in, like he's got Burberry scarf on and all that, flat cap.
Of course you don't want my shirt.
Yeah, I don't want your shirt. I just want you to fight for
he's
us.
Got a signed like Champions League with his shirt out. That's why. I want that shit.
Oh, bloody hell. Come on. What a goal that was.
The poll, by the way, suggested it wasn't a foul, 54 to 45.
And there's all United fans in here. There's not many City fans in
Doubt it.
What do you mean?
People tuning in for
neutrals.
Probably.
It was neutrals, but also a lot of United fans in here. A lot of United fans in here.
Also,
I think 99% United fans, if of any club, out of the 2.
Yeah, also, most neutrals. There's no. I don't think there's really such thing as a neutral with regard to today, because if you're everybody watching this game will have a sort of vested interest because of the title race.
Oh yeah, certainly
Arsenal
fans ahead of their game tomorrow.
Yeah. Very few people watching this game won't care about the result at all, because even if you don't care about the 2 clubs, you probably care about Liverpool or Arsenal winning the league. Even if you if you're an Everton fan watching, this,
you want
you
City winning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Johnny Evans has been remarkable today. Oh no, this isn't what you.
What's he done now?
There's a comment.
He's
there,
either running the
There's
clock
a comment
down or
there
he's
from
injured.
Phil Mitchell that says he clipped his legs while running at full speed. Definitely a foul. That's how I saw it. That is exactly how I saw it. Might be wrong.
I thought he got. Okay.
It's Phil Michael. But Phil Mitchell.
Who's
I know
Phil
you're used
Mitchell?
to the Mitchells.
Would he come on the club, Steve McFadden?
Steve McFadden. Doubtful.
Is he a West Ham fan?
No.
He is in the show, though, isn't he?
In the show
Oh,
they are,
shit.
yeah. In the show they are.
Onana's done his hammy by the looks of things.
Has he actually? Who's your backup keeper?
Al-Tabi India.
Oh yeah, Bayendir.
Unless he's just-
Galatasaray.
Unless he's just messing about.
Yeah, Bayendir. From I think they're going from Galatasaray. I think definitely from Turkey.
Do you
What about
reckon
the
there's
other
times when, I mean, it must happen, but can you imagine there's times where the physio goes up to the player, like in this instance, the player goes, look, I'm not really.
one? Yeah, of course.
Of course. But you reckon like he has to
course.
break it to him at some
No.
point? Listen, I'm just pretending.
100%. I think it's even more scripted than that. I think when Chelsea were good, Chelsea would make full use of that. Have you ever heard the thing? In fact, John Terry told this amazing story about Gary Cahill, where Jose Mourinho would say, "Oh, what is it? It's really fascinating. If both the centre halves are down at the same time, the ref can't play on. So whenever John Terry would see Gary Cahill go down, he'd have to. Mourinho told them, if both centre halves are down at the same time, play stops.
Referees will just naturally.
They have to stop the game. It's a law. So yeah, honestly, it's somebody help me out here. I remember seeing a great story from John Terry, who was speaking about Jose Mourinho and the way that he would say that both centre halves can't be up and would have to go down. Somebody put it in the chat for me, please. I can't remember the exact mechanics of it.
I've heard
It's a
that.
great
I've heard
story,
that,
though. Yeah.
Wow.
Like John
they're
Terry's on a
breaking out now.
podcast talking about it or something. Oh,
Let's see
God,
what he does
Rashford
here.
in full flow. Do you know when Rashford is in full flow like that, and the only player on the pitch who can keep up with him is the guy directly facing him? Do you think that Rashford should try it over the other side? Like, I know it's not his side.
Yeah, but Garnacho's better on the right, isn't he? Well, he has
Yeah,
been the last few
I'm
weeks.
sure. But you know, if you're Rashford, you're like, I can burn anyone on this pitch apart from the one guy that I'm facing.
Yeah, but I think Ten Hag prioritises Garnacho being in this stronger position.
Right.
No, Garnacho's natural position is left as well, but he's found form on the right.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And Rashford's best position is on the left.
If I was Rashford, I'd go, let me have a go at Ake because I can burn him.
But I don't see that very often these days. I think the manager's got complete control. You know, like back in... What you're saying is spot on. You used to see the wingers switch. And
Yeah,
just
like if
randomly.
the winger's too fast for
But
you,
I don't see that much these days, really.
if the fullback's too fast for you, have a go over the other side.
Yeah. The manager would hate that, though, these kind of new age managers.
Yeah, look,
So here's what John Terry said. I remember the rule was if we were 1-0 up and the ball got delivered into the box, if two defenders went up together and both went down on the floor after, you didn't have to go off the field of play. So he was leaving the field of play. So last 10 or 15 minutes, he would sit me, Gary Cahill down and go, when the ball comes into the box, make sure you both go down, bump into each other and both go down because you can't both go off.
amazing, isn't it? It's
We've
amazing.
never heard that
love
rule
that.
ever. So it's about players being injured and having to go off the field before they come on,
It doesn't stop
rather
the
than
momentum.
Yeah.
the ref being unable.
But they don't both because they both can't. They
both
of them
can't go off. Yeah,
so then none of them go off.
yeah.
Wow. God, Mourinho was just the king of exploitation, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah,
He would
yeah.
find
The dark
everything
arts,
because
innit?
nobody
Genius.
knew that rule. Like John Terry in that interview goes, "We didn't even know the rule."
Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure what you were saying.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to figure out, or is it just like a thing where
I'm surprised the refs knew the rule. Seriously.
Yeah.
We
The ref-
saw yesterday the ref forget the easiest decision ever. Basic football. He gave the ball back to the wrong side against Liverpool.
Oh, great turn, Haaland! Fantastic
Go on.
turn, Haaland.
That's a foul.
He's giving it as
Yellow
well.
card.
With Kevin De Bruyne on the pitch.
Yellow.
This is
Give it. Who is this guy, by the way? He's a random bloke. They picked him off the car park. Who is this guy? I've never seen this ref before in my life.
What a turn that is on Evans. God,
He's killed Evans.
he's done really well, Haaland.
Yeah, he's
there.
done well there.
Look, because he's dropped a shoulder. Yeah, it's a foul, Varane. Yeah,
hey Rafa?
this is really dangerous. Though Bernardo Silva on the pitch, Kevin De Bruyne on the pitch,
Smash this in top bins now. Top bins. please.
Foden even. Who will
Top
it be?
De
Bruyne.
De Bruyne, probably. Who's this?
Got Willie Camboala coming on for Johnny Evans. So obviously Johnny Evans had 70 minutes in the tank. Willie Camboala, young Manchester United lad, coming onto the pitch.
God,
Big
Johnny
Willie.
Evans is out of his depth, and he really.
Well, he's not really, no.
No, he's been good today, but
he's been fantastic.
He'll be looking there
He's
thinking,
not
how am
out
I
of
in
his
this?
depth.
No, but not. Yeah, he's been good today, but how's he still at the club? It's crazy.
Mm. Yeah, he has done well.
He's
today.
been good. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong, but it's like fuck, you know.
Camboala.
got Haaland running past you. He's like,
Yeah,
what? You know, I should be lying on a beach somewhere.
Yeah, give me.
It's like when
break.
Tom Huddleston's gone to thing, or Jay Spearing at Liverpool. He's probably thinking this is more of a coaching thing, and you know, he's probably played way more than he ever.
No, never. I don't think he ever expected to play this much.
You're not supposed to make a substitution before you defend a set piece, are you?
Yeah. Is that a rule?
No, it's not a rule. It's like
I think it's more of a.
You know, if there's a corner coming in,
or
if there's a corner coming in, you don't make it.
When it's going to be a shot, though, I think that isn't as.
The smash is in.
Or
now.
is it though? There was a very clever routine. I think it was De Bruyne played it through. A free kick. Everyone was lining up, and he played it, and someone pinged it into the opposite corner. It was a great goal.
Yeah.
They got clever. They're very clever on these situations, man.
We'll smash us in.
Has the ball ever hit the fella lying down?
Draft excluder. But it stops you shooting though. It stops you trying.
Even trying that. Yes.
The point is deterrent.
Are you putting your hand up to be that guy?
I'd be that guy. I'd love to be that guy because you're basically safe, aren't you? I'm all right, Jack.
Go on. Oh,
you're not gonna
hits the wall.
I'd want to be on the edge so I can be the guy that gets the ball and runs down the wing.
Look at the strength of Foden there. Was that Dallo?
Yeah, he bullied Dallo. Got bullied Dallo.
It's really strong.
That's what I'm saying about Phil Foden for England. He's more than good enough defensively. He does his work, man. Him and Rice and Bellingham. That is powerful. I know he's small, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's not like Mata was a little bit, or Ozil. He's not like that.
Yeah. I mean, I think I agree with you. I'd like to see the team with Foden in it, but I also just know. I think Gareth Southgate has to accept his limitations as a manager. Oh my God! It's a rifling shot. Manana made it look easy.
Yeah. God, yeah, he's been good today, Onana, no question. But I don't know, how do you change the game from the bench? Is there anyone that can come on and hold up play up front?
United can't change the game now. We've got no one really.
Yeah. I think Haaland in this game would have been amazing. I mean, you're unlucky with that injury. Do you know when he's back?
When it originally went out, it was 2 to 3 weeks. It's been about 2 weeks now, so probably, hopefully for the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Or just before then, so he's got a bit of fitness back in him.
What are people saying in the chat?
If Rory was the draft excluder, you could still shoot under the wall.
Yeah, that's the thing. You need a big guy under the wall, I think, to block up more of the free kick. We've got City on the... Oh, fucking hell. Such a bad ball from John Stones, I think it is. I think City needs to make a change. I think, obviously, Alvarez has come on for Doku. But, yeah, I think City need to make a bit of a change here. Oh, this is good for Liverpool. This is a good period for Liverpool and Arsenal. A draw here is nowhere near good enough. There's no question. What are people saying in the chat?
I'm still annoyed with the referee, you know. It's proper rattled me, man. I'm glad Ten Hag got booked though.
Did he get booked for the
for like getting onto the official? I like that.
Yeah, it's frustrating. I can see why it's frustrating. I don't know. I think there are worse decisions in the league this season, right? I think they're
no,
worse.
but just because there's worse decisions doesn't mean it's not the wrong decision. Of course, I've seen worse decisions, but
yeah,
it's the wrong one, and you just know if it was down the other end, it gets given as an easy free kick. Haaland's been Robinho for City without flair. Says Luis Enrique. What do you think about that?
Mate? I don't know about that. I think Robinho had an underrated season. No one talks about how good Robinho was for the first season he came, but yeah, I'm not sure about that one. But look, if we draw this game and we've missed that opportunity in the first half, it will be a question mark about Erling Haaland in big games. I don't think it's justified yet. He's still early into his Man City career, but you've got to be scoring that. He's been better in the second half.
Scored against United before, though. I don't think it's because it's of the fixture.
No. But you'll be questioning. There'll be questions about the weight of the game with the Premier League title race on the line. He can do it against Luton. Has he done it this season against big opposition? Maybe as an argument he hasn't.
Alvarez, Bernardo, McTominay clears. McTominay did well to stay with Alvarez there.
Yeah, I think we're lacking a little bit of creativity. It's all very similar. It's like swinging it from left to right. Bernardo Silva's on the left wing at the moment. It's just not cutting edge.
Was that a block by Willie, or did that go straight to the keeper?
Not sure.
Trying to get that long ball to Bruno working again.
I can see what
Keeper's touched it.
You're trying it.
Oh,
that's a foul then.
It is a foul, but I think Garnacho tried to just anticipate the pass earlier. Ake did well to win the foul. Jesus Christ.
Anthony's on the pitch for Marcus Rashford. I think that looks like you're shutting up shop. They're trying to nick a draw. Got Gareth Southgate in the ground.
You may as well just piss off home, Southgate. You know football if you fucking smack it.
Hell of a strike from Rashford.
Off, is it?
Yeah, for Anthony.
Anthony.
Good day at the office for Rashford, isn't it? You score a goal like that, regardless of anything. It's a job well done from him. He'll be. I imagine he. Oh, fucking Anthony. I imagine he will be disappointed just because of those other 2 half chances that he had.
Has he scored in the league this season, Anthony?
Has he scored in any competition this season?
I think he has scored this season in the FA Cup.
Oh yeah, he did. He celebrated like a lunatic at Swansea, at Newport.
Yeah,
Was it Newport?
At Newport.
He hasn't. Yeah, I don't think he scored.
Yeah, he scored against.
If he did score in the league, he would have been very early on.
He scored against Newport, and he went skits.
Fucking hell. He's just living off vibes now, and he knows it's a failure. He's waiting for his move to Fenerbahce.
You know what? I'm glad a lot of people.
That's a good pass.
A lot of people were criticising like Ten Hag for constantly playing him, and he's seeing like, yo, this ain't
Even he's
one,
not playing him anymore, is he? Yeah.
Anymore, yeah.
Do you know what? I think Manchester United deserve quite a lot of credit off the back of conceding that remarkable goal from Foden. They've been resilient. They haven't conceded again. They've launched their own attacks as and when they can. I think it's. Oh my God. If he finds it square now, Anthony.
I don't even think he was offside.
No, I didn't.
He's been given us offside.
I didn't think he was offside.
He's shit though, but I didn't think he was offside.
Yeah. Anyway, I think Manchester United have done well here. City are going to need to find something, aren't they?
Yeah, it's one-dimensional at the moment. Yeah, one-dimensional.
You know what they're like. You know what they're like to find something in the last minute.
If not one,
like they did against us.
They will get chances.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Rodri last minute, I'd love it.
Yeah,
because they constantly just get you turn over.
Yeah. It's just knackering, isn't it, to defend against this City team? Like the attacks that constantly come chasing shadows so often. Well played, Rodri.
Oh, look at that.
No, you don't.
Give it back.
Casa.
Look how deep they are.
Played Victor.
The ball's always floaty.
Too easy for City.
Drill it in.
Right, Anthony.
There's a ball there.
I know that ball was on. That ball was on.
Look,
Garnacho furious on the halfway line. Lovely touch, Foden.
Even if it's not direct,
he's just been launched to the floor.
You can just put it in the corner, and it'd be a good ball.
I think United need to do a little bit of that
down the centre of the pitch. Then
yeah, just get rid. Oh dear, United! Free kick. It's going to get very twitchy now, isn't it? It's going to get very nervy.
What's the Premier League table then with a draw?
Well, they're 4 points clear of you at the moment, so it goes to 3.
And what's our goal difference? I don't know off the top.
Can't remember.
Well done, Willie.
Can we get it up?
They beat us at Anfield.
If they don't beat you at Anfield, you'll go same points. If you win at Anfield, you go level.
Yeah.
I don't know what the goal difference is.
It's a big question mark, man.
Bring
Winning at Anfield.
League title table for us, please.
Yeah, here we go.
Probably a bad idea.
I think
something with a score.
And then what about where are Arsenal on this? If Arsenal win tomorrow night against Sheffield United, which they will,
if it stays 1-1, which is still questionable, Arsenal win tomorrow, there will be 1 point ahead of City in second place, and Liverpool will be 63 points.
So you will end up third going to Anfield.
Here we go. Garnacho's in.
Oh my God. Not
a penalty.
No,
not a penalty.
It's
a corner.
Well played. I don't think
Get
it's
up,
a corner.
you fucking melt.
Surely that came off
Garnacho.
Like,
this ref's a fucking prick, man. How many things does he want to give these
came
sons of bitches?
Definitely came off Garnacho.
He's onside.
He's onside.
What's the issue?
Well. Keeper does well.
Fine.
There's no problem. It's just a goal kick.
That's a City ball.
Nothing's happened.
Let's have a look. That's a City ball.
That's 100% a City ball. It never.
The ref's been shocking.
The ball's gone that way. The ball's gone that way. Physics means it has to be.
Did he start rolling around there in pain? Let's have a look. Is he trying to get a penalty?
He went. It's not.
Oh my God!
It's
going to be hilarious if it's given. Is it reckless?
Got the ball, you dicks!
Because he went on his.
Why did you check that? You melt.
I think he clipped his ankle. It was a weird one to check because he got the ball so obviously.
They're desperate to check everything.
Because I wasn't moaning about being a penalty. I thought it was a corner.
Yeah,
I
don't think. Did you know sometimes there's an incident that people focus on, and we're doing it here? I just didn't think there was an incident there. I don't think anything happened.
No, but
it was just quite clearly a tackle that resulted in the ball going out of play, off, and therefore a goal kick.
It's a mountain out of a molehill, as they say.
A mountain out of a molehill.
Some of these referees.
Someone suggested it was a molehill, and someone created a mountain.
Yeah, it's these referees are desperate to make everything a decision. That's the reality.
Well played.
Never need to check that, do you? For fuck's sake.
If you win this,
it's huge, man.
Symbolic.
It's huge. We can't draw.
Brian
a draw's
Grace,
a loss.
No, a draw just means that you have to win at Anfield.
Yeah, which is a loss.
A draw means you have to win at Anfield. A win means that you get the draw.
Do you know how bad the record is? It's as bad as anything you've ever seen.
Probably
City.
not as bad as anything I've ever seen.
In terms of any City record you've seen, our record at the Bernabeu's better. Our record against Bayern Munich's better than Liverpool.
Your record against
Anfield,
Chelsea in
talking
European
about
Cup
Bayern
finals,
Munich, Brian Grace.
What about our record at Stamford Bridge?
What about your
record in Premier League? Got more Premier League titles
your
than you.
record against Chelsea in European Cup
What's
finals?
What's your record at Wembley been?
Lost. What? Oh my God!
Go on. Yes, get in. 2-1. Beautiful. Phil Foden again. He's on a hat trick.
He is the boy. This kid. Yeah.
Oh mate, I can't believe it.
He's very good.
That is
never in doubt on his left foot, is it? It's never in doubt.
I thought he was going to square it.
God,
it looked like a perfect
finish.
opportunity.
The two Manchester boys coming through.
Did that go through Onana? Is that the first mistake Onana's made, and it's going to be for the winner?
Is it a mistake?
I think it's gone straight through him.
That's it. Yeah,
I need to see it again.
It's a good finish, though.
Great
finish.
But I think everybody was. I think everybody was preoccupied with the square, the square pass. The square pass was on. It was going to be an open goal. I think for Haaland. Watch. Look, the move's clever. Phil Foden starts the move, by the way. Look, it's a 1-2 effectively. Yeah, you see Haaland with the open goal.
I don't know. Is it taking a deflection or something?
Don't think so, mate.
Defender before it's got. No, I'm trying to see what he said about Onana's right. Because it seems to have bobbled,
it's
isn't it?
gone through him, mate.
Has it?
I just think it's gone
Does it
through.
come off Lindelof as he goes?
Finish.
No, it's just gone
Oh,
through.
I should save that.
Yeah, possibly should save that.
Definitely.
But it's a good
firm
shot.
hand at least.
Add. He's had a good game, but come on. He's had a
you should say
he's
that,
had a
but,
good game.
you know. It's also a good shot.
Straight
Across
through.
the goal,
I think
down on the
everybody was
ground.
worried. The reason why Onana might have been slightly put out by that is because Erling Haaland was completely unmarked in the middle. Mate. So now...
Phil Foden's been incredible,
Guardiola,
man.
eh?
What a player.
So now,
Phil
with
Foden is.
regard to the title race, an hour ago you told me it was over.
Yeah, I'm happy now. I'm happy. I'm loving life.
You're a bipolar kind of guy.
That's the way football goes. I mean, it's beautiful. They've got Amrabat coming on now.
Be careful.
And Forson.
So Kobe Maino's gone off and
Force it.
got a natural
Forson.
for Amari Forson. And who else came on? Sofian Amrabat.
Got Amrabat coming on now. Great. That's beautiful.
What a player, Phil Foden, eh?
He's been incredible. I think he's on 18 goals this season in all comps. I mean, you know, we talk about some of the great goal-scoring midfielders, the Lampards of the world. I mean, I'm not comparing them, of course not, but 20, approaching 20 goals for a midfielder.
Of course.
Outrageous. And he always does it every season.
Especially in a team where, like, the goals, you know, like there's a huge goal scorer there who's going to take a massive percentage of the goals that City score.
Yeah.
So to find another 20 is huge.
I think he's been our best player this season, really. I really do. I think he's been better than De Bruyne, obviously injured. Rodri's always going to have a high level. Diaz has been off it a little bit.
Haaland's been off it a bit.
Yeah, I'd agree. Alvarez's been underrated, but Phil Foden's been incredible.
He's so good. His touch, man.
Everything's good about him.
He plays
cannot
football
not
with such
play him.
grace, Phil Foden.
I don't care if this guy's the biggest idiot in all of management. I think he is, Gareth Southgate.
Phil Foden.
He has to start.
Do you think that Phil Foden? You know, if I would say name a player who could easily slot into, you know, that brilliant Barcelona midfield where they just knock the ball around so well. Xavi Iniesta. I think Foden could play that.
Oh, he's of the standard of the highest this country's ever produced. He really is.
We were just talking about the table and how it would look now as it stands. City are on 27 played, 62 points, 1 point off Liverpool, who's sitting first with the same amount of games played, 63 points. Liverpool have a goal difference, which is better by 5 goals so far. Obviously, City could still score. And Arsenal would be just behind City if they beat Sheffield United by 1 point. Of course,
Get a hat-trick now, Phil.
they also have a better goal difference.
Really puts the pressure on Arsenal. Look, I don't see any danger of Sheffield United getting anything against Arsenal. I'm not saying that. They already beat them 5-0, didn't they? And Nketiah hat trick and all that. So they're gonna beat them. They're gonna beat them. But it really does put the pressure. You know, if you're an Arsenal fan or if you're an Arsenal player and you've watched Liverpool win in the drama, in the dramatic way that they won, you then watch Man City come from behind against Manchester United. Arsenal now need to win. I'm not suggesting for 1 second that they don't, but it's going to be intense there. Because I think it's Sheffield United's last chance.
To stay up?
If they don't get a win, if they don't get a statement victory soon to galvanise the club, I think it's over anyway.
They had it when he first came in, didn't they? They beat someone when his first game back in charge.
Yeah, they did.
No, get him gone. Get Burnley out of this. Get Burnley out of them. All their rubbish fans.
I don't think Sheffield United stay up. I don't think they get anything against Arsenal. But if you're a Sheffield United player, this is it, isn't it?
You're playing for vibes. You're playing for memories.
The pressure is on.
You're playing for a postcard, aren't you? You're playing for something to put on your mum's
What do you
fridge.
think happens tomorrow? Do you think Arsenal just win 5-0 or something like that?
Smash it. It might be 7 or 8. They're that bad.
Do you
Sheffield United are shocking.
Arsenal will smash them. Put them to the.
Arsenal have been great last few weeks. Really have been.
Mate, they've won every game this year.
Yeah. Well, except the Champions League.
League game.
Yeah. So.
Oh, look, there's Gareth. We were just talking about him.
Yeah, Gareth's in there watching. He'll be watching Phil Foden, thinking, how do I put him left back in a back five?
How do I explain not playing him?
I think he'll be watching Phil Foden now, going, I have no option but to play.
If you don't, you're an idiot.
The problem is, though, do you not think it is a bit attacking to go Foden, Bellingham, Rice?
Well, the group stages, you can do that. Got Serbia and all that. Got some dross sides in the group, with all due respect. Now, if you face Germany in the quarters, can you play Phil Foden, Bellingham, and Rice in midfield? I think you can. Fucking hell. If he'll never manage at the highest level again.
Do you ask Rice to just sit really deep?
He does it for Arsenal. Got Odegaard bombing on and Havertz bombing on.
Is that
yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
John Stones?
Yeah, he's playing total football.
Bloody hell.
Got Johan Cruyff out here spraying balls around.
Look at that from Stones.
Look, he's going up and down.
Stones is totally dictating the tempo, demanding the ball, playing 1-2s.
That was Diaz on the ball.
It's unbelievable.
You're asking who was on the ball then. That was Diaz.
No, this is John Stones.
On the ball.
Oh, no, this is Bernardo Silva.
No, here. Inside.
Oh, yeah.
Stones,
Stones is really high up.
It's Stones dictating. There's Stones here. Yeah.
He's playing as literal.
It's Stones dictating the tempo.
This is Johan Cruyff. What he wanted in terms of everyone can play in any position. It's crazy.
Total football.
Total football, isn't it, lads? Ajax and all that.
Yeah. The old sexy football at Newcastle United.
What do you mean?
When Hullet went to Newcastle.
Oh, Hullet.
When Hullet went to Newcastle, they said, are you going to play total football? And he went, no, I'm going to play sexy football.
Brian Grape says, what do you think about Tottenham 2.0 in the Bundesliga? Harry Kane, Spurs.
Mate, I know.
Absolutely Spursing it up.
It's Tuchel, eh?
He'll come back to the Prem before winning the league title.
Leverkusen won today as well.
Don't think he'll get a job.
10-point gap.
Win the title.
It's 10-point gap with 10 games.
They're not lost a game.
Yeah, 10-10 is too much, man.
10-point gap, 10 games. Leverkusen just have to realistically win 6 games.
And they just beat Bayern as well.
Yeah, 6 games.
Are they invincible at the moment? I think they're invincible.
Throughout the whole camp.
Mate, Tuchel, what a joker.
I think they're invincible, mate.
Possibly because
I might be wrong.
They haven't lost in Europe unless they recently.
I don't know about you. Yeah, I hope they do it for God's sake.
Yeah, it'd be funny, man. Can Bayern win anything else? So they're still in the cup.
Champions League.
They win the Champions League.
But they lost their first game.
They lost to Lazio, but they'll beat Lazio at home, won't they?
Well, will they?
Wow.
They lost
to Villarreal, didn't they? With
Lazio scored the first goal.
Yeah.
They're out of there. Get them out of
Viva
there.
Lazio.
Get Bayern out of the Champions League. Get them out. That's what I say. Rubbish.
Because you're scared
rubbish
of them.
shot. I'm not
I wouldn't mind
scared of Bayern Munich.
I think
Get out of here.
You wouldn't want to play Bayern.
They've been drossed for years.
You wouldn't want to play Bayern.
Actually, yeah, I would. Of all the clubs I'd want to play, I don't want to play an English side. Well, Arsenal. I don't want to play Arsenal. They beat us to see. I'll play Bayern Munich.
Do you think Arsenal would be a more tricky game in the European Cup than Bayern? Because I
think
couldn't disagree with. That's the most I've ever disagreed with you.
You know how Pochettino beat us with Spurs. That should have been an easy game. And there's something about the England ties.
You're a different team now. You're a better.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Of course we are. We should be beating anyone in Europe. But I'd rather have Bayern Munich. I think they're overrated.
Oh, Tuchel! I can't believe Tuchel. Like everything that Tuchel has done.
Does he need? You know, Mourinho's at Chelsea. And I'm not saying you're a small club, but you're not an institution like Man United.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Does Tuchel, a bit like Mourinho, need a smaller underdog side with high quality players? Do you know what I mean? Like Chelsea were. You were underdog side. You played 5 at the back in the Champions League final.
Mate,
you were ugly and you won it.
Mate, I think what isn't spoken about enough is that Champions League season was not a proper Champions League. Like when we beat Atletico Madrid, we played them in Hungary.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like beating Atletico Madrid in Hungary is very different to beating them in the Wanda Metropolitano, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Of course.
So I just don't think it's the same. And then you look at Tuchel in the transfer market, man.
No.
God.
So you think he's
got
past
rid of
his sell-by
Abraham,
date?
got rid of Zuma, got rid of
Yeah.
got rid of basically everyone.
Yeah.
And then you look at the signings. Lukaku.
Aubameyang.
Yeah, Lukaku. Like,
Yeah. I don't know if I blame him for Lukaku.
and everything that's happened with Tuchel as well. Think about it since, like, in terms of like creating a bit of a rapport with a club. It's always less time everywhere. Everywhere he's gone, he spent less time.
Yeah. I see him back at a club where he can just be a big fish in a small.
Where
He's a
though?
bit like maybe he's close
Could
to
be a
Unai
Newcastle
Emery,
one.
something like that.
Yeah, he could be a Newcastle.
Nagelsmann's been linked to Newcastle. You think, wow,
Yeah, they had a big win yesterday though, Newcastle.
Because I do think Eddie Howe's time's ticking. We said it last year and got blasted for it.
Yeah.
But I do think
Well, they're not going to make the Champions League this year, so that should probably
that'll do it. Yeah,
that would do
he'll
it.
be off in the summer. He can have a nice holiday, go back to Bournemouth.
And he'll get another good job as well.
Bournemouth, he'll
anyhow.
go to Bournemouth.
I think he'll get a better job than Bournemouth, but he's far better than Bournemouth. He himself is bigger than Bournemouth.
Bournemouth doing well. Won today.
I know. Look, they've got a very good manager, but
Burnley.
I just don't want him in the Premier League.
Get Burnley out and all their shite fans. Get them all out of the fucking league.
Get Bournemouth out and all
Bournemouth.
their shite fans.
Got about 5 fans.
I'll tell you who else we need out.
City fans can't say that.
I'll tell you who else we need rid of. Brentford.
Yeah, Brentford.
And Brentford
I
keep
like
taking
Brentford.
points off Chelsea as well.
I like Brentford. I don't mind
Mate,
that.
they keep taking points off her.
The G-Tech.
No, you
It's called
can't
the
like
G-Tech.
Brentford. It's
Under the
unlike
motorway.
No, you can't like Brentford.
I'd rather other like Sheffield Wednesday, but I don't mind
It's
Brentford.
near
You can't like
Acton.
Brentford.
Brentford aren't one of them
Beyond
that you
that,
look
you've
at
got to
and
stop
go,
calling.
There's
like,
8 minutes and he's
Acton.
like, come on, United.
What are you on
It's
about?
like Kew. It's
Huh?
out. It's
It's
Kew.
it's near
It's
Acton.
Kew. It's Gunnersbury.
It's near
Yeah, it's
Acton.
near, but it's
Yeah, that's what I said.
But
Near
Acton is West London.
Yeah,
Acton is very much QPR. Brentford is
Fine.
beyond that. Brentford is the very definition of like Greater London.
next that General Electric building. isn't it?
Middlesex.
Middlesex.
Yeah. What Middlesex used to be. Yeah, on the motorway, there's that building that's one of those pharmaceutical companies built
Yeah,
like a ship.
Yeah.
Built like a ship. Yeah.
Go on.
De Bruyne.
Oh!
Great hit from De
Oh.
Bruyne there. That would have sewn it up. You've got 8 minutes, Adam.
You know.
One more chance in it for us at least.
It's good for the Man United goal difference. It's not 5 or 6 today because obviously they're competing for top 6 or
Mate,
whatever.
You can't score 5 and 6 if you got your centre forward sticking them over from 4 yards out, can you?
Oh dear, Amrabat.
Now go on,
Can you
score!
Amrabat
Score!
Oh dear.
As soon as I say that,
That was the best moment of my life on the club. Oh, that is for you, the club watchers at home. That is for you.
City cunt.
Fucking hell, man.
That is amazing. Amrabat, thank you, brother. Amrabat, thank you so much.
That is for you, man. Everyone watching at home. Thank you for your support, okay? Thank you for your support. I appreciate that, okay? What a beautiful channel this is. The club's flourishing.
You'll tell
The
you
club's
what, that
flourishing.
Haaland sticking him over from 5 yards out.
Tucks it in the bottom of
God.
the net. Look at this. Look at Amrabat. He's a donkey, isn't he?
Great
Look at this.
tackle.
Look
Is
at
that
this.
Rodri?
That's a beautiful
Rodri
finish.
with a tackle and touch.
Yeah, Rodri.
Rodri with a tackle and touch.
Look at this.
Tackle, touch.
Wasn't even a tackle. He just went, this is mine, thanks.
Amrabat has been atrocious, hasn't he? Like,
He's nowhere near quick
I
enough for
thought
the
he
league.
was
is he?
good, you know. When he was,
I think he's a solid player.
I was in Qatar when he was a gladiator. He was Russell Crowe.
Yeah, but if
He
someone's
was
highlights
amazing against Spain.
Yeah, but his highlight
Were tackled.
was running 50 metres and tackling Mbappe.
Yeah, that is right.
Look
Yeah.
at that. 3-1.
Yeah.
Look at that. Pep's loving life, mate.
That was fucking brilliant.
You know,
Oh,
man.
God,
That's
that was
hilarious,
good.
man.
Do you know how it was one of the best moments we've ever had on the club? Because at his lowest moment, even he went like even he could tell that. Just watch Man United concede against City, and even he's gone. Oh God!
See, that's the beautiful thing. Look, Adam could have said that in the stands, but because of the beauty of a live
Of the
stream,
YouTubes.
that is now recorded forever, man.
It's also like, there's things that we, like when we get people going to us, why you said that and all that, oh, you predicted that. And I
Yeah.
think, bruv, the amount of times you like have been down the pub with your mate.
Yeah.
No one's just like, no one's recorded it.
Chatting
The amount
shit
of
as
time
well.
he's like chatted some utter nonsense.
And you-
I remember my dad, first year of Ronaldo, proper getting onto him.
Really?
Not
Yeah,
liking
yeah.
one
Yeah.
bit.
Mine did the same with Terry.
And I remember
Really?
thinking, wait a minute. You when he was good at that, it's like, I always knew this
Yeah,
guy. I'm
yeah,
like, bro,
yeah,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
you
yeah.
getting onto
Yeah.
him.
Best captain we've ever had.
Yeah, criticising me for liking
You said
him.
he shouldn't have come back
Oh,
from
he's
Forest.
shit him. One trip pony. Oh, he doesn't do
Did he
anything.
say that? He can't come back from
Yeah.
far? Because I get the Ronaldo's hate from your dad because he was a bit clumsy in his first season, but wasn't Terry always solid?
Yeah, it's just a
just a
terrible shout.
personal thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
terrible shout. Yeah.
Oh, let's make it 4 now. Go on.
Yeah, John Terry's a United fan. And he
Is
could
he?
have, he could have joined. as
Certainly
well
not
at one
anymore.
point.
The
Not
sticky
not
used to
anymore.
get up there.
Did you get a bad abuse?
Oh, mate, yeah.
Also, I think
Well, of
once
course you
you
did,
become
but,
a
you know.
And at
professional
Liverpool,
footballer, you're
mate, Terry at Liverpool, my God.
So if you become a professional, you change, like Darren Bent.
Unless you play for the team you love.
Yeah.
Would you
I think
become a
you
Man
become-
City fan?
No, I don't think you become a fan. I just think you become a non-fan.
Do you know, I remember
Right.
being at Anfield, right? And the whole of the cop was singing about John Terry's mum. The whole end.
Or something real that had happened with her?
She loves a scow's cock.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Whole end.
Imagine hearing that, man.
The whole end, like loud.
Fuck, you know.
She took it in her whole end. What?
Don't cut to me. Why bring me in this fucking conversation? Why? Why? I've got a reputation to uphold.
Will,
he makes a joke and you cut
you're
to
becoming
me.
part of the show every time, Buvey,
Cut
right?
to
Every
Rory
single time,
and his
Buvey.
purple checkered shirt.
Every single time, Buvey in his plain white tee. There we go. There it is. 4 minutes to go. You're going to nick another one, Booth?
Let's make it 4 or 5, I think. Why not? Just get a few goals on the goal difference tally. That's what I reckon. Oh, what a finish from Erling Haaland. That was beautiful.
I
Sort
love
of bent
that.
around the
Someone's
keeper.
commented on why fans are leaving, like, you know, in the away end. And like,
Oh, mate.
until you're sat in the away and getting beat by your worst
If
rivals.
this was me, I would be at home by now. I'd be watching the last 5 minutes on the telly and probably not bothering. Like, there's nothing more infuriating. That's filth on Foden, by the way. I think it's Amrabat. Really bad. There's nothing more infuriating than people who are sitting at home telling people who have gone to the game that they shouldn't do something. They've spent money, they've committed their time, they've committed their life to go. You're sat at home telling them what they should do. Get a grip. I've left games on the 70th minute. I've left. Do you know what? Honestly, I remember going to Prague one year, and I think that I was out of the ground. Went down for half time 10 minutes early. Stayed in the ground having a pint. The game probably got up to 60 minutes. Went to get another drink. They said the bar's closed now. You've got to go upstairs. Like, let's just go to the pub. Like, you can't be told what to do by people who aren't there. It's ridiculous. Who's this, Booth?
Oscar Bob coming on.
Got Rory nice and wound up there.
Yes. Had nothing to do with me, that either, did it? Had absolutely nothing to do with me. I just went on one. Yeah. You can just say certain things, just wind me up. Oh, he's taking him off to get his standing ovation, isn't he?
No, I think he just got a big whack as well.
Yeah. Great player.
He's already
Terrible eyebrows.
He's already looking like one of the greats of the club. You know, he's up there already with what he's
Because
won.
of who he
The
is, he'll
Champions
be the
League.
greatest.
He's won.
Yeah.
Because of who because he represents the area and
You know,
all
he's
that.
won 5 league titles.
Yeah, he's on course.
Another one whose family is full of Man United
yeah.
fans.
Cole
That's what I mean.
Palmer's
When
the
when
same.
you're a professional footballer, if you're not playing for your team,
Yeah.
eventually just
But he's always been a diehard. He's a proper City fan. He was a ball boy when he was 6 years old. You could see him when City were scoring in 2011, and he was there celebrating.
No, I'm not saying.
I'm not
that's not
saying
what
you-
I'm saying.
no,
I'm saying
I'm
his
just
family
saying.
are full of his family are red.
Yeah.
But it's like once you play for a team and that, like I bet all his family are there and
And
he's
now-
celebrating today.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't reckon. Do you reckon that you change like that? Like, do you reckon that if your son played for City and scoring goals for City,
But then you'd be
become a
celebrating
City
him rather than I wouldn't celebrate City. I'd celebrate him,
Yeah.
like doing well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. By the way, we are 1 goal away from a jackpot winner on Super 6. What is the prediction that we need? Do we need a 3-2 or a 4-1?
I love you, Super Six, but
We
I
need a
can't sit
4-1.
here and have another goal.
We need a 4-1. If there's a 4-1, oh my God, a geezer has predicted 4-1. This is and he will get how much? £250,000. Come on, City. We need this. Come on. 30 seconds.
We don't need.
We
this.
do. The geezer gets.
Oh,
The geezer
come
gets.
on, man.
The geezer gets
no.
£250,000.
It's only a bit
Sorry
of
to
goal
be-
One
difference
goal.
for
What
you.
difference does it
Is
make
he
for
gonna-
you?
All right, quick
changes
deal. If you want me
life.
to support you with this 4th goal, you're going to give me 10%.
No.
Let me know. Then I can't do it.
City.
Come on, United.
That's a free kick. I think the dream is over.
We're going to twat one.
That is amazing from somebody, though. They've predicted everything right and then 4-1 instead of 3-1 here.
By the way, if you want to play Super 6, you can do that just by downloading the Super 6 app. Links in the description below. You have to be 18 and over to play, but it is free to play. Read the T's and C's, predict 6 scores, and you could win 250,000. Just like the fella who's predicted City to win 4-1, who won't be winning 250,000.
Come on, smash this Rose Edge, you fucking idiot. Look at this donkey. Out we go, Rose Ed. Oh.
That corner?
You know.
Is it not the end of the game? End of the game.
It's over.
Finished 3-1. Unlucky to the Super Six are there. Next week, sir, it will be in your skyrocket.
The stream next week. What a stream that will be.
3-1.
It's huge. It's kept us directly in the Premier League title race. You can't lose this game. Can't even draw it. You have to keep up with Liverpool. They're a machine. And this City side have done it. The mentality to get back in a game. I think United were decent in points. Don't get me wrong. I think they were decent. But they were too flat, too deep, too early in the game, in my opinion, after scoring. And City have shown why we're the best side in Europe, arguably. I think it's fair to say.
How do you think that leaves your title chance? I know you said it kind of keeps you in the hunt, but you wouldn't have been out without defeat. But do you think this keeps you as favourites?
It's huge, man. It's unbeaten in 19 now. Even if drawing this game isn't good enough, and I said it about Nottingham Forest. You can't really. Liverpool have to win that game, and Arsenal have to win their game against Sheffield United. So you have to win this game and give Guardiola the opportunity to win at Anfield. I think we will do it now. The belief's there. 19 unbeaten now.
You think you will beat them at Anfield?
Yeah, if we lost this game.
Because you've spoken earlier about how much, me and Rory loved the video of you in the Anfield away end. When Mahrez
That was a draw, though, wasn't it? That game.
It should have been 1-0.
But they needed to win, didn't
Idiot.
they? But you've spoken about how much you hate going to Anfield, how much City dislike going to Anfield. Do you feel that will have an impact on proceedings or?
Not now, because I think in the final 20 minutes, if we will under pressure, knock it side to side and don't have any belief, but the amount of belief shown, even Phil Foden by himself has got a great record at Anfield, scored some big goals there. We beat him 4-1 a few years ago. I think he's having an individual season, similar to kind of De Bruyne levels. He's having a world-class season, Phil Foden. He can change the game against Liverpool. And Liverpool got a lot of gaps on that side because of injuries, fatigue. I think we can go there and beat Liverpool, but it's going to be very, very hard.
You take a draw now, though.
Here's an interesting point.
Draw works for you.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but we just need to recall Erling Haaland's missed chance.
Because
Erling Haaland cost that guy £250,000.
Erling Haaland owes that geezer £250,000.
250 grand.
Which is like
a
2 or
day
3
of
days' wages.
Yeah, a day of his wait. Yeah.
Do you think he should do that?
No.
No, he won't.
I think he should do that.
No.
And then we definitely would deserve 10.
Barnsley Beckenbauer.
Make sure you're downloading the Super 6 app. As I said, it's free to play. Links in the description below. Make sure you're getting on that. Manchester City have unfortunately beaten Manchester United today. It started off so well for the Reds, but unfortunately it has ended with the blue bit of Manchester winning.
Look at that. I'm celebrating.
Look at the state of him.
I'm celebrating. Look at that. Beautiful.
He celebrates remember old Pro Evolution Soccer back in the day when they'd score and they did that.
Like run off like that.
Not the player that scored, the players around him and they're just watching someone celebrate. That's how Buvey celebrate.
I'm gassed.
Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you keep it like, comment, share, subscribe. Buvey, you can have the final words.
The final word should actually be, not final, I'll come to you for the final, but we have to acknowledge now that Super 6 will roll over, right?
It's going to start.
So the next round of Super 6 is going to be worth
£500,000.
£500,000. So make sure that you play Super 6. £500,000 is what's at stake. You predict 6 scores correctly and you will win £500,000 simply by predicting 6 football scores correct. It's that easy, isn't it, Booth?
Yeah, life is beautiful. Thank you very much to Super 6. Thank you very much to Man City for smacking up Man United. And we'll see you very, very soon next week.
Smack them up.